Welcome back to the Box2Box podcast.
This is episode 40, and today we will be talking about Barcelona lifting the Super Cup against Real Madrid when we're wrong.
And Arteta is shown an absolute showing at the Emirates by Amarim's Reds. Where does he go next?
Then we're going to get into some transfers. Araujo to Juve, Cavara to PSG. There is some movement in the January transfer market.
All that and more on the Box2Box podcast.
Let's go.
You ain't going home,
Your
bro.
Honor, I'm sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry. If we don't compete with City, this is a failure of a season. You've heard
Wait,
it
so
here first.
I can already tell you, I'll tell you in advance, you failed.
I'm going to take central midfielder, Federico Valverde.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's
He has been
crazy.
the worst midfielder for Real Madrid this season.
That's
by
like saying,
far.
that's like saying Neymar was the worst player in MSN. Episode 40, ladies and gentlemen, and it cannot come at a better time because we've just had an action-packed day. Why don't you guys inform them on what we would have been up to
Banger
today?
of a week.
This 9 to 9. I'm feeling like a 40-year-old man here, man.
This one's been rough. If you guys don't know, we just did 2 back-to-back live streams. This was a super Sunday for us, and now we're recording the podcast to get it out to you guys on Monday. This is a Box2Box Sunday, if I've ever seen one.
So this is a 12-hour.
Yeah, this was a whole
Goodness
12-hour shift, my
Sounded
brother.
like an intro.
Bro, I'm surprised we're still talking right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Still got
Goodness
the energy though. I guess we got that second run.
Bro, the
That dog-
second wind is
That
hitting.
dog that we
wind.
gotta know.
Got that dog. Where'd the dog
That
go?
sandwich. It's that post-sandwich clarity.
It's the boucher la table.
A little shout out if our MTL Dons know. But
Bro, we've been talking in these chairs for probably talking straight for 6-7 hours.
My
today.
imprint is in the chair now. at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to buy that couch for Millie's imprint.
Nah. There's no imprint here on this one, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, this is a heavy day, but some very, very crazy results on this one. But
before we get into the footballing
let's
talk,
chill. Let's honestly
let's just chill for a second because we've been talking about football all day long.
Damn.
I mean, since the last time we recorded a podcast, we've done 3 live streams. Am I
Yep.
wrong? We've done the Inter
Milan.
Milan.
Wanka, by the way.
Wanka.
Put them
I
in your
get it.
power rankings, please.
I get it.
We've also done the Arsenal United one, which
Yep.
is one to
Yep.
be forgotten for myself. And then we've
Pepperoni
done
cheese
the
pizza.
Barca, the Spanish Super Cup
El
final.
Clasico.
Madridistas.
No, honestly,
And I've been liking the live streams.
Live streams are fun.
honestly, they've been a blast. It's just watching it along with us.
Yeah.
And it's this is how we usually talk when we're watching games anyway. So it's pretty cool to include you guys in what we normally do anyways in these types of games.
But we're noobs. I find we're noobs a bit.
yeah.
Which is cool in a sense because that means we have a lot to learn, but in bad because then we get trolled sometimes with you guys giving us some stupid stuff to say.
Bro,
The comments
crazy.
are funny.
Discord's going crazy right now, Paolo, because there's some allegations out there.
That
Bro,
I don't know. That's some crazy word.
Allegation.
Crazy word. A lot of people trying to slip us up on the super chats.
listen, you don't want me to
Crazy
read comments anymore? I won't read comments anymore.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at
We
that.
won't read it. We won't read it. How about that?
How about that?
No, but honestly, the reception has been fantastic on the last 2 streams.
Well, I mean, let's pull up the stats.
Even-
That Real
even-
Madrid Barcelona one, how many viewers did
Probably
it
like
get?
78, I'd say 78,000.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Well, that's a
For a live
YouTube
stream.
video, and then concurrent
77,000.
yeah.
Bro,
But at any given point, we were averaging like I say 2K.
Yeah.
2K.
People coming in, people going out.
Well, the
I-
El Clasico reached like what? 2.4?
2.4
2.5K
maybe?
viewers?
Something like that,
Pretty
yeah.
crazy.
But the Man United one, the peak was 3,000, which is our highest we've ever
And
had.
the Milan
so-
Derby, 3?
Milan Derby was
2.3.
8.9, I think, or 2.8.
Pretty sick.
Which
Yeah.
is pretty nuts. Yeah, and those are 3 games that went crazy.
Yeah, we would have watched them regardless.
We got very
Yeah.
lucky with the game.
But if
though.
you guys have any suggestions on how to make it better, like comment
Yeah,
down
for
below,
sure.
because I feel like we
won't
could get
offended.
better.
We want to know what you
Constructive
guys
criticism,
think.
you know?
Yeah.
Should we focus more on the game, would you say, or do you guys still want to see us talk about the comments a lot, different footballing topics? Like, what do you guys want to see?
Yeah.
It's crazy because it makes you think like around, let's say, World Cup time, it might be like this every day.
The Zubi.
Like that's incredible. I don't know how people do this.
Imagine remember where the Euros and the Copa America was going on at the same time, where during the day it was Euros and then at night was Copa America.
Yeah.
Bro,
all day
that-
football,
That's a all-day stream.
all day,
type
all
thing.
night football.
That's
I
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
That might be too much.
I think we might have had to cut that off if we were actually doing that. Cut that off at the Georgia Estonia game, let's say.
Yeah, Georgia,
Georgia,
Portugal was not getting
Yeah,
live
well,
stream.
Oh, that was
we
a
would
good
have to
game, though.
focus on
Yeah, that was a
games.
good game.
Scotland versus Austria was not.
Yeah,
getting-
you see that might have. You know, that one might have been.
Maybe some of them don't make the cut.
Let's scratch that one off the list.
Nothing
you know?
against them. Nothing against them. It's just when you're only a group of 4, you gotta
take a break.
be efficient with the time.
Definitely.
So you got to look at the games that'll bring in the most people.
But it's exciting. Now we have Champions League coming up soon.
CL's
The
gonna
last
be
round.
Yep.
So we get to watch all the
It's
games.
not that. That's not. We have a few rounds in between then. And
I think it's the last
I think we
round.
have 2. Could it
No.
be or one?
my phone,
I checked before. If I'm not mistaken, it's the last round next week.
No.
It's
I
very
don't know
very.
about next
We
week.
have
I think
three
they
games-
play
no,
six
left.
games.
3 games left.
God, 3 more,
Yeah.
brother.
Because
this group stage
because
can't
Man
be-
City are playing. I think they're playing
They're at
PSG.
6. They have 2 more.
2 more.
2 more.
8. They play 8 games.
I know we played.
So Jan 21, Jan
and
20, Jan 21, and Jan 29.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jan 29 is the last day.
Yeah, there's Jan 21st, Jan 22nd are the 2 match days, and then
Yeah.
there's Jan 29th. Which,
That
Champions League
29th
cheating
is
up.
going to be a
The
Zuvi.
Zuvi.
goodness
all
gracious.
at
That
the same
Champions League
time.
format, what do we think? Better or worse than the?
Well, I gotta see it on the last match days. That's
Yeah.
where because that's the whole.
Because
fun
up
part.
to now, I think it's been worse. Up to now,
I
it could
why?
make up for it in the final days because I think, I don't know. At this point, after 6 games, not much has been decided. In the past, after 6 games, it was done. Like every single game mattered a lot more. I think in the past.
because it was less to go off.
Yeah.
of.
Now you're putting all the importance on that last day where honestly half the teams are probably already going to be qualified where it probably won't even matter that much. And then
Yeah.
the other half you're
gonna
probably
be
going to be
fighting for that
watching
spot.
because Real Madrid are what 20th now. You're probably going to be watching Real Madrid and Man City. See, are they going to slip up on the last day to kick them out? But even if they do slip, they might still make the playoff, which chances are they're playing a team that they can beat.
Listen, Man City's playing. Pretty sure they're playing PSG.
Yeah,
So
they are.
if you lose in your next game versus PSG, then you're forced to win your last game.
But even then, like the teams below them, like Czech was below them in the table, Millie.
Bro, it's all the Bratislava.
Exactly,
Sturm
like, what are the odds that they
City's
win?
at 22.
Salzburg.
City's
Like
at
it's
22.
PSV, Dinamo Zagreb. Look, if you lose
Yeah,
to PSG,
PSG's there, but really like
I know, but a lot of the low table teams are playing low table
yes,
teams.
but the teams outside the playoffs are on like 4 points, while Man City's on 8 points. So like even if they lose next game, those teams need to win.
they need
It's
to
like
win both. That's the problem.
But the
I
thing
don't
is
know.
that unless you're keeping up with that table, I find like 12 to 20 is all a blur to me. Like I
Yeah.
don't remember who's 14.
But you'll
you know?
see why it's gonna matter because once we get into the playoff round,
Yeah.
the teams in the top half of that playoff are gonna what do they get?
They're getting through.
They
No,
get
they get
they
an extra
automatic
game.
qualification.
No, that's the top 8.
Top 8.
I'm
is
saying
automatic.
9 to whatever.
They get
Playoff?
home. They get.
What do they? They get something.
They
Home
get.
and away
They
game.
get. No, they get put as the top seed.
Yeah, so they get they end up playing versus the bottom half
Yeah.
of the playoff bracket. So like
But once again, I feel like when it comes to the final day, you're actually not like it's gonna. Everything's gonna happen so quickly that you're not gonna be able to process what's happening.
That's what I'm saying.
in the table.
Yeah.
they'll explain it. They'll
I
explain it. You want to be in the top half of the playoff thing. If you're not going to make it straight through, you want to be in the top half because or else you're going to end up playing versus some pretty strong teams, like very strong teams.
yeah, your main bet was to get points early on, I think, and then give yourself a cushion later on in the tournament.
I mean, you either get them,
Yeah,
you get
you
them,
either get
or
them or
you
you
just
don't.
want
It
to
doesn't
get, you just
matter,
want to
yeah.
get them.
But at a certain point, I think teams were, especially in the last round, I do think teams were kind of rotating their squads a lot more. It was just like, it was in a limbo point where it's like, does the game really matter? Does it not matter? Does it matter for some? Matter for few? So it's been a tough way to. Did you?
I dropped it's a water bottle. It's an
Oh,
empty
okay.
water
I
bottle.
thought.
I thought it was like
I thought it was
Just
a cup.
dropped coffee on our equipment.
It's okay. It
Thank
doesn't
you.
matter. But yeah, it's a mixed bag, I think. And also this time, if it's a usual Champions League format, we're already in the
we?
knockouts. Yeah, because last year it would be you would
We were doing
finish the
knockouts.
groups before the new year,
Impossible.
and then yes,
impossible.
I'm pretty
We
sure
were.
Yeah,
Impossible, bro.
yeah.
There's the same amount of knockout rounds.
No, because you played an extra knockout. No, it was only 6 games.
Bro, I remember that game against Bayern, bro. We played against Bayern and then we lost against bro, last year's
No, you were
CL was
still
very
playing
very
Copenhagen and
fond
shit,
in my
bro.
mind. Bro, December 12th, that was our last CL game.
Yeah, and then the year after we'd go
There's a
straight
bigger
into,
break.
No,
Then
because-
February.
Bro, I'm looking at Man United was
we
our
never
last.
made knockouts.
Oh, yes, I know. But
So go look at a knockout team. So you can see a team.
no, but
when
I'm
they
saying
play.
right now the group stage
would have been over.
would have been over.
by now.
Oh,
Yes.
we added extra football.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I'm saying,
2 games we added
Yes.
extra football.
Well, actually, it could be 4, I think, because then the playoffs, like for the knockout teams, are 2
February
legs.
14th was
Yeah.
the round of 16 started.
Yeah, so this is good. It's more football.
Yeah, but it's tiring.
It's good, bro.
I want to see important games at this point.
I mean, we always go back. You're of the other opinion, but bro, these footballers, it must be obnoxiously tiring that
Womp womp.
every bro, like
Get more depth.
no, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not as
Squad
easy as
manage.
it's not as simple as
Rotate.
just get more depth. It's not that easy.
Should be.
No, because it's very hard to convince a good player to come be 23rd man on your roster.
I think Man City will be very upset knowing that they have to play 2 extra games. Like Man City players were the ones that were speaking up about this stuff. So it's, I don't know.
They're the ones that could just go and splash on anyone. I don't think they're upset.
I think the players were upset.
Bro, Pep was. I think they're upset because they knew what it was like when you could rotate. Because Pep was the main guy that when he used to play like, I say Sturm Graz going into the season. Now they're struggling, so they don't do it.
They can't.
But Pep used to be the guy that used to play like all these random fucking youngsters versus the bottom.
Rodri played almost every single game for Man City.
That's because Rodri was so integral. But go look at the lineups.
Ruben Diaz played almost every single game for Man City.
No, the trebles.
Yes.
The trebles. Hey, bro, 3 fucking players, bro. The rest of the team was all rotated.
Yes, but those 3 players are the core of the team.
Yes, that's fine. But everything.
Haaland doesn't get rotated. Like
Well,
it's
he
like,
was getting rotated for Julian
Well,
Alvarez and
when he
really
had
bad
the
games.
option.
Yes,
When he
for
had the
sure. But
option.
Ruben Diaz, center backs do not need to get rotated.
I mean,
Depends.
I don't
Depends.
think that's true.
Of course, when you're playing versus a team like Sturm Graz that you will not be absorbing pressure, Ruben Diaz has a light day.
No, but it's just muscle fatigue. It's not just like contact injuries I'm talking about.
But what builds muscle fatigue? Running.
But it's constantly using that. It's constantly using his muscles don't have the recovery time to go through the. He must be not doing basically no training then.
It's just game time.
It's just game, rest, game, rest, game, rest, game, rest.
Yeah.
If you're planning on you need your players to train and stuff, like right now, that's what Amorim in his press conferences says. It's tough because I want to train these players, but with games every 3 days, I have to rotate because, like, let's say a player plays every 3 days, they can't go to training or do any like substantial training.
Yeah.
So let's say he wants to train. Let's say Amad Diallo a bit more this week. He'll rest him in the second game so that he can use him more in training the next couple days.
Yeah, it's a little tough, but
complicated.
Yeah.
They're all in the same problem though. So
yeah, everyone's in the same
at
boat.
least they're all. I mean, unless you're
Well, no,
Napoli.
it's not the same problem because players like Nottingham Forest, they don't have to worry about any other competition other than FA Cup,
Exactly.
Carabao Cup. They're already out.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like the socialism of football. Like it allows teams like Nottingham Forest to get those European spots.
Yeah, I see. Like more like a.
It's like
equality
drafting.
kind of
It's
thing.
like drafting in American sports. Like the shittier you do, the better opportunity you have to catch up to
higher
the rest.
waiver you
Same
get.
with F1.
Yeah.
You get more spending. Like it's football's way of saying like the top guys. If you want to stay at the top, you gotta have
Try to make it more
perfection.
competitive.
Yeah, it makes.
I don't mind it, but I don't like the players getting injured. But I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many.
I
get depth.
yeah. I think we're gonna see on that last day of Champions League, but we'll see if we. I think the plan is to do a live stream on that final day of Champions League as well. So stay tuned for that. Follow us on Instagram.
But
You'll see.
even like thinking about it as live streamers, how are we gonna even keep up with like what's
That's
what's
the thing.
bro.
But Millie was
Put a laptop
ready
here.
to set up.
Put a laptop here. Put a laptop here. Put a laptop here, bro.
No, but
There's not many
forget
games
that.
that we
could do
It's
the
just
multi-view thing, no?
commentating. It like people. Like every
be
2
crazy.
seconds, you could literally, oh my God, there was a goal in that game. Oh my God, there was a goal in that game and a goal in that
It
game.
won't happen
heaven.
like that. It won't happen like
That's
that.
Bro,
ADHD
there's
heaven.
there's how many games
the
are there
games.
happening? There's like
All of them.
15 games.
Yeah, it's all the
All-
games at
all
the
of
same
them
time.
at the
I know,
same time.
but like you won't care about
Split in 2 days
8
though.
of them.
Yeah, I get what you're
9 of
saying.
them.
I get what you're saying. Like you're
10 of them.
weeding out the ones that
You won't care about most of them.
yeah.
Maybe
Bro,
you
how
care
many
about,
teams are there? There's 36. There's gonna be 18 games
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on.
but-
Let's say 10 of them or 9 of them are somewhat important.
Can you see?
Okay, here.
Oh, it's gonna be sick.
Going in the last
I'm
fixtures.
watching Juve.
The last, okay, Atalanta
teams are also
Sturm
gonna be
Graz
playing.
doesn't matter. But like, let's say a Monaco Aston Villa, that's a game that you might want to be kept up with the
Bro,
score.
They're both gonna make it through though.
Atletico
Monaco and
Leverkusen.
Aston Villa.
Atletico Leverkusen.
That's
Oh
a
no,
big
wait,
one.
no,
That's
that's,
for a
not the
power
right
ranking.
date.
No,
sorry,
That's not the right date. That's
not
not the right
the
date.
right day. Not the right day.
Barcelona Atalanta. Like
a
that's a
sick
game
game.
that you want to hear the score of.
yeah.
Like you want to hear the updates of.
Yeah.
Real Brest.
Real Madrid against Brest. If Real Madrid are kind of in an elimination position, you're gonna want to hear about that game.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Try to convince me.
Girona
I don't care
Arsenal.
about Real Madrid versus
Inter
Brest.
Monaco. Juve Benfica.
City, like on
City,
the-
if
on
they're
the
around
fringe.
the elimination.
But look, that's probably even PSG.
PSG against Stuttgart.
Red zone,
They're all
red
at the
zone.
same time.
Yeah, we might need a
But
red
there
zone
is.
for
Is
Champions
there
League.
not a? There's a
on
zone.
Sky Sports?
There's
On Sky Sports,
oh.
they have it. But
Yeah,
there's
Sky
not-
Sports is good with the red zone.
Yeah, they
I
have
thought
like
the
the red
zone
zone.
had that.
There's
The
also-
zone
you need an
sucks,
Apple
man.
TV
Like-
for it.
Because
It's stupid.
all of our FPL players know they need to turn on that Sky Sports channel that is like Red Zone, because Saturday morning when there's 4 or 5 games happening, and I got
it's Fubo that has the red zone.
Fubo has it,
Yeah, Fubo has a prem.
one player playing in that time. It's one player's playing in that game. You can't watch all of them. Just turn that on, and then you get the notification if he scores or
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
cool.
we got time to figure it out, boys, because we're gonna need to. But let's get into the nitty gritty of it, boys. We'll just hit it off with the first reactions. Honestly, if you didn't watch the stream, these are our reactions. Brother, Barca versus Real, El Clasico was hyped, and Barca ended up winning 5-2. Goodness gracious!
Listen,
what were your thoughts?
We reacted to both of these games in the live stream, so you can also check those out after we give our reactions. Later, we got the transfers, so we're going to go through the first, just the format. We're going to go through both of the reactions for the Real Barca, United Arsenal, and then we're going to go to the transfers.
Exactly.
So, I mean, 5-2
What a game,
firms. What a win for the boys.
Yeah, the live stream was buzzing because obviously we all doubted Barcelona.
We did.
All of us. I said a 3-2 Barcelona win, but 5-2 was unexpected. It was a complete demolition. Lamine Yamal, top of the world. Rafinha showed that he was better than the other side of Real Madrid.
Oof.
Once again, another Clásico, another domination, and it ain't looking pretty for them. I don't know.
It is not looking good for Real Madrid at all. Varver, what do you
It's just such an undisciplined performance by Real Madrid. Like, it kind of looked like they were uncoached. Like, it looked like they did not have any single plan going into the game. It was kind of just like, go out there, boys, and let's have fun.
But I have a question. When has Real under Ancelotti ever looked
Okay,
organized?
but there's points where they look defensively solid. At this point, there wasn't look like there was any defensive
Their
plan at all.
backline-
I think it always relied on
struggling.
their players being better than everyone else.
attacking wise.
No, but I'm saying defending wise, because it was never defensive structure.
There was defensive structure. Real Madrid always had great defenses. Like, remember under Zidane, they were always one of the best defenses
But
in
look at
world
the people
football.
they had. Like, they had elite defenders.
Yes, but even with you put elite defenders in a shit defensive structure, they're not going to be elite defenders.
I do think that it seemed like there was a clear divide between Real Madrid's defenders and everyone else in Real Madrid's attack, midfield, or whatever. There was always ended up being such a huge gap for Barcelona players to just counter from. Brother,
too
had,
easy.
You had Rafinha in space, Yamal in space. I couldn't believe how much time they had on the ball.
Even Lewandowski, like nowadays, I feel like if you could just stop that first touch, Lewandowski's touch is pretty heavy sometimes. Like, he had so much time to just turn around and give a pass to Rafinha, and he was through.
Elite movement, though. by the way.
It was crazy.
very good movement
It just
by
looked
him.
like
Very good
the
game.
midfield was non-existent. Camavinga non-existent.
Yeah.
It was very, very tough. And then
Chouameni disaster class.
Chouameni, that center back experiment that you're
He
trying
needs
to do.
to stop playing center back.
Bro, terrible.
He's
Who else you
terrible
gonna put?
every single
Asensio's
time.
ass.
No, Asensio at
Asensio's
least
better.
is a center back.
Yeah,
Just,
he's
bro,
better.
Alaba needs to come back ASAP.
And Asensio's not ass.
I don't like
he's
Asensio
just,
at all.
He's just not elite, but maybe he's not Real Madrid
Bro,
quality.
if he was Italian, he'd be Gatti
Bro,
and
the
Gabbia.
other side had Inigo Martinez on the field for 30 minutes.
Bro, Inigo Martinez has become a very good center back.
He's an all right
Okay,
center back.
Because Barca
Better
Barca
than
have been
most. He's
Bro,
better than
there's players
Asensio.
before Cherby joined Inter, you would say he's not Inter quality, but now look, like now he's been asked. But like in his prime, bro, you were fucking twerking all summer. Oh my god, you locked up Haaland in the Champions League final. You locked up Haaland in the Champions League final.
Yes, I did.
Bro,
Like,
Asensio is...
I'll do it again.
Real talk, Asensio in his respective league would be Romagnoli level in Serie A.
Is that supposed to be really bad?
No, it's not horrible, but it's not
Asensio's also
good.
It's
pretty
better
young.
than
He's very
Chouameni
young,
at center
very
back.
young.
Oh, he's
It's better than Chouameni at center back.
I do
Injuries
agree.
destroyed
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
If I'm Real Madrid, I don't understand why you're not competing versus Man City for like a Kusanov or anything, a young center back that they're bringing in.
Maybe they are.
No, they aren't. I mean,
Not clear,
he's
not right
basically
now.
already gone to Man
They're
City.
going for Trent. They're going for maybe higher names. But
Yeah, but maybe that their eyes, they're getting
not-
lost in the sauce a little bit
They
with
are.
the big names.
if you think about it, because they're not factoring in that really like right back is a problem because of Carvalho's injury. But I feel like center back has been a problem for way too long.
That's because of injuries.
No, but
Yeah,
but
even
there's also two
past that.
sides to the coin. Is that
Militao and Alaba.
Militao
if
is
they
injured.
if Real Madrid buy in a way where it's kind of almost risk free, like the players they buy are almost risk free. In the way how you end up like a Manchester United is that you buy solely off need, and it's just you don't wait for the player that you think is gonna do good. You just buy a player to fill that hole right now.
Need a center back, buy a center back.
Yeah,
Need a center back.
like Real Madrid have been targeting center backs. Lenny Yoro in the summer, like they were linked to. Why are you acting like
Let
Lenny
the
Yoro
gimmick
wasn't
go,
linked?
bro. Let the gimmick go, bro.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano and David.
Rage in without even
Once,
saying
bro.
anything.
Put it in
Once, yeah,
once.
all summer, once, all summer.
bro. Let the Gucci bag go,
Yeah,
bro.
sure.
Let it go,
Even
bro.
the Real Madrid fans are gonna tell you. tell you you're wrong, but that's okay.
I'll let them tell me.
But they've been looking into that young center back, the 19-year-old center backs, the 18-year-old center back that they could put behind the Rudigers, Alabas, and learn up to becoming a world-class center back potentially in the future.
But they need starters right now. Like even Mendy, bro.
But they don't
he
need a
does
starter because
nothing.
what
I'm
happens
sorry.
when their center backs come back healthy?
Yep.
What happens when think about from the summer's perspective. Think about from a summer's perspective. Eder Militao was coming back in he was coming back from injury. You're not gonna think, oh, Eder Militao with Alaba coming back in a couple months, we should be good to
Yeah, that
kind
is
of
true.
let off now from but.
It's a really it's a weird situation.
And at right back, you brought up right back. I don't think that there's any. Me personally, if I had the option of wait 6 months for Trent or get 40 million right back or 50, I would
wait
wait
for
the
Trent.
6 months. So
Obviously.
that's just you ride
the wave.
the storm. It's really unlucky that Carvajal got injured. Very unlucky. But look, no,
but then-
we're not Barcelona. We don't give excuses. It's just you battle through it.
You literally just gave so many excuses
No,
on
you
why Real
battle
Madrid
through it.
lost.
It's just,
Yeah, but I
and
think it's an explanation as to why Real Madrid lost.
Excuse.
that's not an
I don't
excuse.
think
Well,
there's a
I
difference.
didn't,
Next time
I
you
didn't
play-
hear you give Barcelona credit for scoring 5 goals.
Well, we'll get to that.
Brother, they played against a horrendous.
Oh, okay.
team.
Now that's
Oh,
an
but
excuse.
but didn't you? Yeah, didn't you bet
I
on
mean,
Real
they
Madrid
played
winning?
fine. They played good.
Bro,
But
they
they still
played very
allowed
well.
2 goals. They
They had more possession, more XG, more any stat. It was a
they
domination.
played an
by
underwhelming
Barcelona.
team though.
I don't think so because
They
you
beat them
can't
down,
say,
bro. They beat them down.
bro, you can't say Real Madrid was underwhelming when 4 minutes in Mbappe is scoring a goal and you're thinking, oh, this is just the beginning. Barca's about to get routed.
Yeah.
And then you end up conceding as if it was it's like you know that feeling when you look at something and you can't control what's happening.
Yeah.
You're trying to stop it with your head. You're like, no, don't make it. And bro, Barca just kept coming.
And this has been a trend for the past 10 games, I would say. Real Madrid don't look convincing. They play games, they end up winning a couple here and there. Honestly, they're in big form right now.
The wins.
Well,
the
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 wins-
wins
Barcelona.
matter, yeah, but in the end, the performance today, it showed that when it's time to actually play a decent team, they crumble.
I think that could also be boiled down to poor man management by Ancelotti.
The subs made no sense.
Subs, I don't remember them off the top
Well,
of
Vinny
my
got
head.
yanked.
Vinny yanked,
Or
but,
Brahim, I believe.
yeah, but both players really weren't
Camavinga
that
got yanked at halftime.
Yeah.
That was needed because
That
he
was
was
needed.
not very good.
He was getting ran.
He's not very good, but even
Chouameni
still,
sub made sense for Asensio.
yes,
I
but I
think
think
that
that
was
was
needed.
too late.
Yeah, too late.
A little too late.
And
I don't know.
bro, this is the one that jumps off the page for me. Vinicius Jr. Not only did we watch the game and we saw how kind of mediocre he was, got yanked, and after the game, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but walking towards the tunnel, blasts a ball at the people that were just standing at the tunnel.
Bro.
Hits 2 people, and then someone says something to him in the crowd, and he runs to the crowd and starts trying to grab somebody.
I think there's enough. There gets to a point where you have to stop defending it.
A game after in
Getting
La
the red
Liga
card.
pushing a guy in the neck, and now he got suspended for 2 games. Is this something that can hold back Vinicius in big games if he can't come up with goals and
You
assists?
think the pressure is getting to him?
I don't know. He's kind of.
It's weird because he's so good, but these are the moments that you need for him to show
He
up.
also remembered for them as well. In my
I know.
because you can always look
Yeah,
to
he's
his.
remembered for his goal in the UCL final. He's remembered for his goal in the
Yes,
UCL final.
but then he's
I know,
also-
but he
you
wants to
also-
be remembered as the great of a generation,
Yes.
and it
he's
takes,
already in the grade of a generation.
not.
Not,
Unfortunately,
bro,
he's not.
there's a difference between being cocky with the way you act and then just being plain arrogant.
Yeah, but it's different when
This is
you
arrogance.
are him.
No one wants
But
to be
when
Vinny.
you're down 5-1, brother,
No one wants to
you
be
are
what?
not
Kids
him.
don't want to be Vinny.
That's just completely
They don't.
wrong.
I don't know.
They
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
be
They don't.
Rodrigo. If Rodrigo was going
No,
around
they
here
want to
and
be
saying-
Lamine Yamal.
They want to be.
They want to
Vinny.
be Lamine Yamal.
They
don't
want
wanna
to
be
be
Vinny.
Vinny. Okay, sure.
I think he needs to understand there's a bigger picture to things. Do not let people that are watching you get to you. You got to the position where you are because of your ability, because of the way you, what have you achieved in your career. Do not let those people get to you, but it's almost like you could give him a boatload of cash and he's still going to be upset about the poor person telling him something. Unfortunately, that's just a reality.
He has the pressure not only from the fans and from the opposing. He has pressure from the opposing fans as well. He has pressure in his team. He has Mbappe. That definitely frustrated him today. Mbappe pulls up, scores a goal within the first 5 minutes. Everyone looks at Mbappe, Vinicius. Vinicius, what are you doing today?
Can you do something for me?
Can you do something for me?
didn't play
I
that
don't know
bad.
about that, but
Bro, realistically, he's battling for a left wing spot. They both
not.
want the left wing spot.
he's not. I mean,
think you
Mbappe
have to give
joined
it to
knowing he was going to play striker.
I'm sure that was the conversation.
And then Mbappe plays left wing. The games were Vinicius. Like, you're gonna see in the next 2 games. I can assure you, Mbappe will score 2 to 3 goals in the next 2 games without Vinicius on the pitch, left wing.
I really don't know why it's not working. Like, you would think Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vinny is like the perfect link-up play.
It could be the midfield then. There must be a problem in the midfield.
No
There's
Modric,
got to be a gap.
No Modric
Bro,
But the
anymore.
midfield is
It's
amazing.
coaching.
It's also coaching.
There's no structure at all to how they're playing. It's just, I don't know. We
Great
can get
transition.
into it.
Great transition, Varvar. Is an Ancelotti sacking around the corner? And if so, who do you bring in to fix that issue at Real Madrid?
There's no easier option. Madrid needs to stand up. We all know Zinedine Zidane is available. You have to bring Zidane in.
Listen, by saying Madrid needs to stand up, I think Madrid fans want to keep Ancelotti for the time being. I don't think sacking him is the right option.
Go back to 2016. Where were Real Madrid? Brother.
Top of the table.
They were, I mean,
In the gutter.
when Ancelotti got sacked,
They were top of the
they
table.
brought Zidane in mid-season. What happened? They won Champions League. Lopetegui got sacked. Brought Zidane in. What happened? They won Champions League. I mean, I don't know how much more evidence
the
you
underlying
need.
here?
I don't know how much more evidence you need that you sacked the manager, bring in Zidane mid-season, Real Madrid, win Champions League. This year, too, it looks like
Other
Champions League,
question.
there's no good teams this year in Champions
But
League.
did Lopetegui win a Champions League with Real Madrid?
No.
Did the other manager you say?
Yes. Ancelotti?
Did he win?
But-
Ancelotti has shown success in
But
his
it's been a while.
Say you sack Ancelotti and Zidane actually is not available. Then would you even sack Ancelotti?
I'm not sacking Ancelotti without not knowing what's going to happen after.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but is there another
You're
manager
Real Madrid. You can
except
go get any
Zidane?
manager in the world. You go get a Simone Inzaghi. Easy. You walk
Not
into
Real
you walk
Madrid level.
into Inter. You say, Simone, you're leaving with me.
Limone.
Limone. He's not Real Madrid level. Let's just leave it at that right now.
I think to sack Ancelotti at this
That
point in the
gimmick of
season,
he's not Real Madrid level is crazy.
I kind of agree with Varvar. Zidane is the only player manager that can manage these characters better than Ancelotti. But I see no reason in sacking Ancelotti. He's on good form right now. This is one slip up. It'll change.
Call me crazy, okay?
You're crazy.
And you're gonna go extra crazy. Would a Simone Inzaghi be that bad?
Bro.
No, forget.
what?
Forget. No, not Simone Inzaghi. Sorry. Call me crazy.
People.
Would an Allegri be that bad right now for
I've
Real
been
Madrid?
saying it. I don't think it's bad.
Listen,
He's
hear
not
me
done
out.
enough. Not done enough.
I
in my
don't.
opinion.
Why is
Not
this
done
crazy,
enough.
bro?
done enough.
Recently, what I'm sorry, he is not a Real Madrid level.
Bro,
You
he's
cannot.
not.
You do
He's
not
not.
bring in Allegri and expect to compete for silver.
I gotta put the coffee down for this one.
You
I gotta
better put the
explain
coffee
myself.
down.
Allegri, bro.
To an extent, I agree with him.
What are we
Like,
talking
I
about?
agree that Allegri in the past 3 years kind of fell off a little bit, but to say that he hasn't done anything before that is crazy.
I'm not saying before he's shown that, but it's like Ancelotti. You look at Ancelotti 10, 15
Yeah,
years ago,
that's the
and that's
thing.
what you're using to base it off
He can
of it.
deal with big egos, okay? He's proved it in the past. He's coached Ronaldo.
Yeah, which ones?
He's
Which
coached,
egos?
Yeah,
he's
which
coached,
bro,
he's coached
crazy.
big players, bro. He's coached Higuain. He's coached big, massive
Higuain's
players.
the first name on
Dybala.
your-
He's coached. Well,
Producer
bro,
T is laughing.
Chiellini, Bonucci. He's coached big
Producer
players.
T, thumbs up or down on Allegri going to Real Madrid?
No, but listen, I'm gonna.
Damn!
No, okay. I'm gonna convince you guys, okay?
Bro, you're
Listen,
so hypocritical.
listen,
At
no,
least
because
very consistent.
but
You shat on Allegri saying the
Yes.
game is past him. He can't keep up with modern football. Can
can you listen? Can you just hear me
I
out?
don't give a fuck.
Because
I don't give a-
because Allegri,
You're a hypocrite.
if what Real Madrid, what's the number one need for Real Madrid right now in their football?
defensive structure.
Good defensive structure. What is guaranteed under Allegri? Good defensive structure.
So go get Thiago
can,
Motta.
can the individual brilliance of Vinicius Jr., of Mbappe, of Rodrigo carry you in deeper into knockout tournaments like
Yes.
a CL? I believe it can.
But we've seen in the past that managers, especially at super teams, unless they're a legendary name or have proven in the past that they can win trophies, they struggle to gain the trust of the locker room.
He has proven in the past to be able to win trophies.
Okay, so Allegri speaks Spanish in 3 weeks.
He literally
Confirmado
won.
oficial.
He literally won a decade worth of trophies.
Yeah,
in
and
Europe.
how many of those players
Did it.
currently on Real Madrid were old enough to recognize Allegri 10 years
to
ago?
be fair, he managed
Yes.
versus the Real Madrid.
Yes, the
that
Real
era.
Madrid. But I just do not think Allegri is the solution. You have to
However-
look at either same stature as an Ancelotti in some sort of way, or honestly, I agree with
Same
the
stature
Zidane
is
shot.
tough, bro.
But Varver,
I
we
agree.
tried this. We tried this. Listen, small scale, but it's not Vinicius and Mbappe. But let's say Chiesa and Di Maria. That should have been enough to beat like the Monzas. And Allegri struggled versus every single team ever. Good defensive
Yes.
structure, and then throw the ball up to guys
Chiesa
like Di
is
Maria.
not it anymore in 2024.
Anymore,
Bro,
but when Allegri was
I'm
coaching,
saying when
him, he
Allegri was
Euro
there and he
winner.
was in prime, it was that just send the ball up to like Di Maria and Chiesa. It didn't work versus Monza. So why would it work versus Champions League teams?
But
With Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe.
Allegri with a good team has always done good. That team of the Juventus, like the last time before Thiago Motta came in, Juventus didn't have a great team.
But I'm not looking because Real Madrid job is so particular. It's such a you need such a specific skill set. You can't take a young coach that has proven himself in smaller leagues and put him into the job, or you can't take a coach that has shown to do well in La Liga because they've done, like, look at Lopetegui, instant failure, even though like he's gone around and had decent success elsewhere. You can't put him in a Real Madrid job. The job's too big for
Brother,
him.
you have to look
Maybe
at,
look at the Spanish manager.
You have to look at Xabi Alonso then. A young Spanish manager with experience
You're
at
not
Real
getting him
Madrid.
mid-season though. That's the issue.
Roberto Mancini.
No.
No, you see,
Too-
that's
way
great.
too
That's
old.
worse than Allegri.
Way too old, unfortunately.
Jose Lafuente though kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
La
but
Fuente, maybe.
Xabi Alonso has only been able to. He's only played 3-back, and Real Madrid squad's really not fit for a 3-back.
barely
right
have two
now.
At all. No, they can't do 3-back.
It's a shame. It's a shame because Xabi
There's
Alonso
really
seems
no
like a perfect match.
What other managers?
I'm saying
available that-
Zidane or keep Ancelotti.
That's the problem.
I look,
You might have to
Allegri.
keep him.
Allegri, I low-key agree. You might as well just keep
Better than
Ancelotti
Ancelotti?
at that point.
Yeah.
But if you really are scared of that defensive solidity, I would go get Allegri.
but that's a stopgap. if I've
But
ever
number
seen
one for me is if you sack him and get Zidane, if that's possible, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Simeone.
Would you consider like an interim coach and then go for like a Xabi Alonso at the end of the season?
That,
then just keep
no, but then
Ancelotti.
I
you're
would just keep
scratching the
Ancelotti
season.
at that point.
You're scratching the first season of Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo front three. You're just saying calling it a day once you
Yeah, I
bring in an
guess so.
interim coach.
Yeah.
They have too much at stake to literally just throw the rest
So
of the
then,
season out.
then they need to buy more defenders because
Defenders?
defensively, like the injuries have been taking a toll.
Yeah, but they're not going to buy in January. It's not going to happen.
It's manager or players.
No
in my
one
opinion.
buys, Real Madrid especially, don't buy for 6 months. And I think that's a solid strategy. But look, I would just stop this Tchouaméni center back gimmick, bro.
They have to.
Trust
they have to.
Asensio. Trust,
Oh,
just
yeah,
trust
okay.
him.
You have
If
no
Asensio's available, yeah.
But bro, maybe Ancelotti sees in practice the guy cannot start versus Barcelona.
Well, Tchouaméni obviously proved he can't start against Barcelona.
Tchouaméni is
Maybe they have
slow
no
as a
options.
center back. That's the problem.
Bro, he looked as if it literally looked like a midfielder playing center back. It did not look like a center back playing
Almost
center
like
back.
it was a midfielder.
Exactly.
playing center back.
CDM,
So
yeah.
then why are you continuing to play on
Look.
the center back when you have a young prospect
Look,
on the bench?
Real Madrid, just for you, Victor Lindelof will send them to you for free.
Just for you, my friend. Just for you.
Just for
Sorry,
you.
my friend.
I'll send you
Anyways,
Pavlovic.
we made our
For
shouts.
free.
We made our shouts on YouTube.
Yeah.
If anyone saw
Go
that,
check
so.
that out.
Yeah.
Next up,
I mean, listen, we
gotta
didn't
go-
even talk about Barcelona.
Barcelona.
We could talk about Barcelona briefly because
Super
at the
Cup.
end of the day, they're the ones that scored 5 goals on Real Madrid's dome.
Yep.
Rafinha, in my honest opinion, man of the match as well. Is it safe to say that he is one of the best in the world right now?
Thank God you said one of, because he's not.
no,
the best.
Millie, grow a pair. Is he the best player in the world right now?
No, that's disrespectful.
Is
to the player,
Rafinha
though.
the best player in the world right
He's not
now?
even the best player on his team, bro. Yeah, Lamine Yamal is significantly
No, he
clearer
isn't.
than Rafinha.
No, he isn't.
Bro, I think
Bro,
you need
this
to
little
start.
17-year-old gimmick, bro. Rafinha's been the fucking engine behind this Barcelona team all season
I
long.
agree.
But just because Lamine Yamal is
So when
drip,
Rafinha does,
he
so
does
when,
a celebration
so
like
when,
Neymar.
No, when Rafinha does well in La Liga, but for Brazil does nothing. But when Vinny does well in
For
La
Brazil,
Liga,
he was probably the best player in Brazil. What are you talking about?
are you stupid?
Did we watch the same Copa America?
Bars in hell.
Brazil was atrocious either way, but
Rafinha did fuck all.
Vinny did fuck all.
Rafinha,
Rafinha
did
was-
more.
Rafinha-
I agree, but when Vinny does it, it's oh my God, Vinny's so bad for Brazil. We can't name him the best player in the world. But when
I don't think that was the reason, bro.
oh, it is the reason.
Oh, it is the reason.
That's
And I
the
can assure
reason.
you, it's not the same case with
Bro,
with
right
Rafinha.
now, it's Salah and Rafinha the best in the world.
No, right
Yes.
now it's
Oh.
Salah and
Yes.
Yamal, the two
No,
best in the world.
Yamal is in the conversation.
No, he's
The
only there
conversation,
because he's
bro.
17,
it's
bro.
Yamal, Rafinha, and Salah.
Brother, we saw from this game the main outlet for any
Was
attack.
Yamal.
No, it was not. It was Rafinha.
Oh, brother.
I'm telling especially in the first 10, 15 minutes, all those opportunities, mainly those opportunities were Rafinha. Yamal would be at that final ball.
It's kind of like a Sadio Mane and Salah situation, okay?
It is.
Where Mane gets so much space because everyone's worried about Salah.
No, you're off the mark on that one.
I'm not.
You're completely off the mark.
No, I'm not.
You're
Bro,
completely off the
when
mark.
teams are game planning, it's not Rafinha. It's Yamal and then everyone else.
Yeah, no.
But are you saying that
fact,
Bro,
Rafinha
Rafinha's
is...
man of the match in I don't know how many
Rafinha
fucking
benefits if Rafinha was given the same let's say gravity as Lamine Yamal, he wouldn't be as
So what
effective.
happened when Lamine Yamal wasn't playing and Rafinha took over games on his
They
own?
lost.
No.
But that's not
He
because of
still scored.
Rafinha.
They didn't win a game, I think, when
And Rafinha
Lamine
still
Yamal
scored.
went off.
Goodness gracious.
And Rafinha still
But
scored.
Check
That's-
the injury.
that's
I
a
don't think
finishing issue.
Thank you for bringing that up. When Lamine Yamal was out injured, I don't think they won a game.
Let's check
That's
it,
a
bro.
finishing issue,
How many
bro.
games was he out for?
They're still creating chances.
Check
What?
this one. I believe he was out.
Real Betis,
There was
Yamal
Lamine
was
Yamal
playing.
played.
Dortmund. Let's
Lamine
see.
Yamal played.
Check the Bayern game where Rafinha scored a hat trick.
Leganes.
I want to see if Yamal was there.
Lamine Yamal didn't play.
No, Yamal did play.
He did play. Where's it's earlier? It's
Okay, well, anyway,
Oh, yeah,
it
Yamal
doesn't
did
matter because
They lost.
they're still proving that they're one of the strongest teams right now. So
How are they proving they have 2 losses in their last?
But stop
5
looking
games?
at losses, bro.
Millie, can you
Stop looking at losses, bro. Let's only look at their wins. Man United are one of the best teams in the
You
world
don't
when
watch
they win
football
their
with your
games.
eyes, bro. I don't understand. You're looking at 1-0 against Leganes, but then you're looking 3 XG created by
Millie,
Rafinha
go on
alone.
Manchester United.
Makes
Let's
no
look
sense.
at only their wins. Let's
look
look
at
at
it.
only
Fuck,
their
I'm getting
wins.
rage baited over here.
Rafinha versus Real, 2 goals and an assist.
Athletic Bilbao, fuck all.
He hasn't scored
Athletic
since Dortmund.
Madrid, nothing. Leganes, nothing. Dortmund, he scored.
He scored.
Real Betis, nothing.
Mallorca, 2 goals.
Okay.
Barbara, you understand that 0 goals
Las Palmas
happened in
a
those
goal.
games? Barcelona scored 0 goals in half of those games. Most of those games.
Well, he
0
did.
goals.
Lamine
No, the
Yamal,
team
check
did.
Lamine Yamal.
So you're
against,
expecting him to score every game?
Athletic
I don't
Madrid.
understand
Listen,
this.
I do. Rafinha.
Best in the
Rafinha,
world?
bro.
If you're giving best
He's
in the
there
world
right now.
claims, no, he's not.
He's there.
No, he's not.
But how could
I
you?
know it's hard
Bro,
to. It's
he
hard.
hasn't had a rating lower than 7 since
Oh my
the
God,
World
I
Cup
follow match
qualifications.
ratings.
But that's what you do. You look at
Match
results.
ratings, match
Watch
rating,
the
bro.
games.
I watched the games.
I know you did. You're
Lamine
right
Yamal-
there.
9.1,
Okay, whatever.
7.5,
I'm getting
8.3,
rage baited.
8, 7.8, 7.5, 9.4. Brother, he's proving that he is definitely not the
Bro,
reason why they're losing games.
he just man of the match versus
Real Madrid in a
They're
title
rivals.
game. Nice.
Band for band.
Healthy Saka, I'm taking Saka.
That's stupid.
me too.
Right now.
I
Right now, you can't say that.
I can.
In the
And
form
I
that
just did.
Rafinha's in,
But Saka was in that form. Anyway,
Cole Palmer, I'm
anyway,
taking Cole Palmer over fucking Rafinha.
Okay, we're getting off the topic here.
Anyways, I think listen. Anything closing words for Barcelona? Firms.
excellent.
You guys
game,
are
bro.
still fucking shit. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but keep saying we're Barcelona is shit, and
Listen,
yet
listen, if
every
you-
derby
And yet,
apparently Barcelona
we're
wins.
third in La Liga, and we lost to Leganes last week.
I want to come to this at the end of the
Listen,
season.
if anyone's curious or if they just want to see Varvar crash out, just check out the live stream at a certain
too
point,
easy.
and you'll see him crash out for a bit. So definitely check that out. But Varvar, listen, not all was bad in the land of Varvar FC because Manchester United pull out. I don't know how they did it. We watched the game. I still don't know how they did it, but they somehow got a result against Arsenal to continue and advance in the FA Cup. That was a very, very entertaining game. I'm not
Bullshit,
gonna
bro.
cap.
It was
And
fucking bullshit,
don't
it was.
don't leave out the fact that it was one of the worst reffing performances in the history of the sport.
Brother.
Don't leave that out.
You could say it.
12 against 11 for half the game, and then the other half we were 12 against 10. And then
boy.
the fact that Arteta has the cheek to come out and say that the ref was against us is
Barber,
insanity.
can you put some ketchup with the fries in the bag? Put a couple of ketchup bags in there.
Oh
please.
my God! We're in
bro.
2025, man. Leave the fries in the bag in
maybe a
2025.
mayo. No, just put the fries in the bag.
Wait, Willie.
We're playing 12
But
men
look,
versus
look.
10 men.
I have a-
12 versus 11.
I have a question for Arsenal fans. Another trophyless season on the way. Are we officially Arteta out?
Bro, not officially Arteta out, but it's definitely in the room. It's 100% in the room. I'm tired of this uninspiring, toothless attack, bro. I don't care that Saka was out. You still should have a better offense than Manchester United. You're playing versus a team that has a red card. You got a penalty. Bro, you have Martin fucking Odegaard. You should be winning this game easily. It's
brother,
over, bro. It's over, bro.
It's been 5-6 years now. Hasn't had much to show for it. Listen, Arsenal fans have to start asking questions here. I would if I was an Arsenal fan. That's all I'm gonna say.
But you sack him in the middle of the season, you run into the same fucking problem that Real Madrid have. you lose Ancelotti, and then what? You sack Arteta, then what?
With Arteta, you have to wait until the end of the season
There you
and then
go.
make your judgment, because sacking him now, obviously, it's the right choice, but you can't do it, bro. You have to see how the season progresses.
Going into any big match, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna snowflake it or whatever. I'm not confident going into any big match. Versus Inter, I wasn't confident. Versus Manchester City, I've never been confident. Versus Manchester United, I'm not confident. Under Arteta, you're not confident.
Who's to say that? And look, I'm not saying this is the case, but who's to say Arteta's actually now holding these players back? Like, look at when Klopp left Liverpool, we were saying, oh, these players are not going to do better without Klopp. I mean, it's Klopp. You can't say that they're going to. And then he leaves. Who's to say that players just don't want
Who, bro?
for Arteta anymore?
Who?
Players
Marino's shit.
Look,
Marino's
look.
fucking. He's
Players
bad
like
at the game.
players
bro.
like Martinelli have proven in the past that they have a level up.
under Arteta.
Yes, but it's just like players like okay, here's a perfect example. He's out injured now, but Gabriel Jesus, he's a top level player. Was it Arteta got the best out of him
Bro,
for like
But he
Bro, you really
was,
think you
was
really
a
think
top-level
Gabriel
player.
Jesus can go anywhere in the roller now and be better?
Like,
It's tough.
Okay, the sport's gone.
Yeah.
no,
very, very
come on,
tough.
man.
The sports lost.
I do think Arteta's transfer policy as well. Like, if you're gonna nitpick here, last couple transfer windows have not been that great either. I think a lot of Arsenal fans can say that this summer transfer window
we got Declan
is a
Rice
bust.
too. We got Declan Rice last.
But that was a $100 million guarantee.
yeah.
That's when you drop the bag.
But it came out.
That's a riskless reward.
Yeah,
you know?
like it was very tough to find value in lower cost players.
But like
this season, this past transfer window, brother, it's very easy to say it's a bust.
how long is this brother gonna go without buying a striker? It's like he's edging Arsenal fans.
It's an edging streak.
Bro, the Gooners are gooning, bro. We're gooning for a striker. In January, you buy a producer T. Don't smirk, bro. I saw you smirking. In January, but bro, you're gonna force it in January. You waited all this time, and
You
then
gotta
you're
go
gonna
for
go
a
You're
for it.
gonna
top-level
throw another
striker.
season down the mud. Here, another season wasted of Saka.
You really
Another
think, you
season
really think this
wasted.
season we get a 9 and we win
Another
anything?
season of Declan Rice wasted. Another season of Saliba
think-
before he goes to Real Madrid wasted. Like,
But I'm asking you, you think a striker in this January transfer window that's reasonable wins you Champions League?
Manchester City, halfway through the season, said, if we continue down the path we're going, we're going to end up trophyless. We're going to shit the bed in every competition. What did they do? They're buying 3 fucking players in January, and they don't care about the price. It's just, fuck it, you pay it.
Because Manchester City has that money.
Arsenal have that
Arsenal-
money too.
Arsenal spent
Arsenal
just
has
as-
been one of the biggest spenders in the last 2-3 years.
But we don't spend
In
like
world
Man City.
football.
I think
more
he's-
than Man City.
No.
I think it's also a
Net,
pride
maybe?
thing. Like Arteta wanted to bring Havertz for like 70 million, and they wanted to make this look like a deal. They
Bro.
ripped off Chelsea, Champions League winner.
Havertz is not a bad deal if you
It's a
buy a
horrendous
striker
deal.
with it.
I think it's a horrendous deal. It's not the striker they need. He has never proven that he could score more than 15
In
goals.
certain games, he's
Doing
good to
it
play
during-
strikers.
Yeah, but he's not that guy. Like, he won't score 25 goals to lead you to a Premier League title. Like,
But you're spending 70 million.
on
Exactly.
someone that's not good at scoring.
Forget not good, just doesn't fit what you need.
Yeah, that's
it was
the
a
problem.
necessity thing, and I think we all knew when that
That's
Havertz
like-
deal went, it was like, okay, that's great, but like, what do you
It was like
plan
Ten
on
Hag getting
doing with it?
Xerxes. It's a good player, but just why did you get
what was the
get
need?
him?
And it's crazy because reporters like David Ornstein, they speak about Arsenal striker situation. Arsenal fans spam this guy with who are Arsenal buying in January for strikers, and then he reply like he answers certain replies sometimes. It's like, what do you think of Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal? He's like,
Not
from
possible.
my knowledge, Gyökeres doesn't fit the profile that they want for
Brother,
strikers.
that nobody fits the profile.
or
I'm sorry.
Ozyman, he says doesn't fit the profile.
But
that they
Ozyman
want
I don't
for strikers.
understand.
Ozyman low-key doesn't.
Bro,
he's
at one
better than
point,
anything else.
like Pep did it also. You say, fuck this mega mind bullshit.
Yeah.
Buy a fucker that puts the ball into the net.
And then figure it out for
Yeah,
the rest
yes.
of the
Exactly. I think that's where Arteta needs to go. Like you've had 5 years to build
know,
your
actually.
system.
Bro, Liverpool,
What do you mean Liverpool?
they had the Darwin Nunez, which is a classic 9. Fuck that. We didn't use it anymore.
Yeah, but they have it as an option.
Bro, they're
it's
top,
an
they're
option.
top of
though.
the table without a striker.
and their optimal striker option is actually out injured. They like Jota the most out of all
Yeah,
the
that's true.
strikers, who's a deadly finisher. So it's not the
should've
same.
been Gabriel Jesus. It
Does
should have
help they
been.
have Salah, though.
It should be the way we should
I see
be
what
playing
you're saying.
similar to Liverpool
In
in attack.
2025, though, you should not be going into the season relying on Gabriel Jesus.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
It shouldn't be in your squad planning. It shouldn't be Gabriel Jesus and then a big drop down in striker.
Anyway, I don't know how much is on. I don't know how much is on Arteta. How much he gets to say in the transfer market. I don't think it's
Everything.
100% him.
It's Bro, his sporting director just left for Nottingham Forest because well, not Nottingham Forest, the whole group. He like heads the group now, which is Nottingham Forest, Olympiacos. I'm not sure which other team, but he
FM
heads the
Don
whole
right there.
group. Basically, Edu Gaspar, he's gone now.
Yeah.
But Arteta had a lot of say in transfers. Like he kind of determined the players that they went for.
Well, you
They,
could tell.
because they trusted him. They trusted him with an era of Arsenal, pretty much. If you think about it, bro, that's over half a decade now.
Wasted.
Of Arteta. I wouldn't say wasted because you guys did have very, very good players.
At least
you
he
guys have
created
good players.
He created an ideology, like a defensive
But,
one.
like once again,
you know,
Gotta defend, bro.
but once again, he built a very solid foundation for Arsenal to build off
Yeah.
of for the
Yes.
future years. But since he built that foundation in his first 2-3 years, where he
Stagnated.
bought White, he got Saliba, he got Gabriel, he bought Declan Rice, but that's 100 mil. All those support pieces that he put around the core that he built have been low key not good transfers.
It's tough. The needs
Yeah.
haven't been fully addressed. Like Trossard was kind of like a stopgap left winger kind of option that you guys went. That was a January transfer, if I'm not mistaken.
Who?
Trossard. If I'm not mistaken, that was
From
a
Brighton?
It was a
transfer.
January transfer. Trossard.
Yes. Yeah. So like that was like an option. Like okay, that's great, but doesn't really address anything else that we need. Like we need a pure striker. I think if you want the players to feel that there's ambition at the club, you do need to address issues.
Man. Develop it, bro. You're in London. There's a talent exists there. Nwaneri, keep pushing him. I know, don't rush him, but keep pushing him into the first team.
Yeah,
Bro. I mean,
Tough, though.
seriously unlucky that he got injured. But his first game replacing on the right wing,
look,
scored a goal.
From Lunari's point of view, where does he fit into this team?
Yeah,
because
that's
Saka's
winger.
going to hold that right wing down for the next 10
You
years.
can't compete
and
with Saka.
Odegaard's going to hold that cam position down for the next 10 years. He's the captain.
So you're still young enough that you can develop into a left wing.
it's tough. I feel like his
left-footed.
development doesn't align with where the cycle of Arsenal, like the cycle right now is with Arsenal. Which
So what do
is
you
tough.
do? Sell him? No,
Bro,
I'm not saying you lose. You need to develop youngsters.
Yeah.
A new left back. We found a new left back within the youth development system. Like you went to go buy Calafiori for how many millions? When we had it at home.
yeah, I get it. I don't know.
Bad
It's
squad building.
tough. It's a very, very tough spot for Arsenal where it's like you need reinforcements, but you do have good options, but they're not ready yet to take that step to bring Arsenal to a title. But
But then once again, how long does a Saliba wait to win major trophies?
that's also
or
what I
how
was gonna
long
get
does
to.
a
If he wants to go to Real
Gabriel?
Madrid, if he wants to go to Real,
If a Real Madrid comes
this summer.
calling,
Yeah, he's gone.
He's going this summer.
Ciao.
gone.
because I think Saliba only has 2-3 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's considering it.
But that's ambition. That's Arsenal. You get a marquee star striker. It sends a message to the locker room that okay, Arsenal's the ambition is
Our
to
focus
compete.
is to win,
Is to
not to
compete.
compete. Win,
Well,
win
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure Arsenal have seen competition.
Yeah.
And they have English players on the team. They have Rice. They have Saka. That have won shit with England. They know what competing is like.
They
I'm
haven't
pretty sure
won anything with
they
it.
have exactly. They
Oh,
want to
shit.
win.
Okay,
Yeah.
they
They've been
haven't won.
competing.
Ugats.
They haven't won, bro. Like Saliba, bro. I would not blame the guy. Go meet up with some of your French boys.
in
Go,
France,
go,
in,
go to Real Madrid. Go to Real Madrid. Go win something.
It's true. Half that France team is there.
Tough.
Anyways, but on the other side of the ball, Manchester United, red
Bro,
card. Red
Why are we
card
talking
too.
about United, bro? Just let us work in silence.
Work
I
is
love the
brother. You
silence,
guys are
bro. I
most
love the
loud
silence.
Yeah, you're the...
I love
brothers
I love
ever.
the
silence, bro.
Work in silence. The
We work in
silence.
silence.
The silence in question.
silence of Varvar.
Son's been
We
talking
work in
for
silence,
way too long.
bro.
So listen, Varvar, Manchester United down.
We don't have to talk
Red.
about.
We don't have to if we don't want to, bro. But you guys were down a red card 60 minutes into the game.
Stupid tackle
Terrible
by
call.
Dalo.
Had 30 plus
Look,
minutes.
I'm all for some Dallo hatred.
Oh, that was
a bad
a
call.
No, that was a bad
was
play
not a
by
bad
Dallo.
call.
Yes.
Second yellow.
I
There's
mean,
no
it's
reason for him
stupid
to be
go in
reckless
for
like
that
that.
tackle, but it was a bad call because he got the ball. So
Brother, I watched it. I don't know
Did he
how
get the
many
call?
times. I
He
did
got the
not
ball.
see the ball.
He got the ball.
I don't know what you were
but it's
looking
okay.
at.
But it's okay. Whatever. It's okay.
But it's okay. But it's okay.
Looking, if we lost, that would have been different. But now it's okay.
Now it's okay.
It was a red.
I come out of that game. There's a couple things I want to speak about. Maguire, the mental fortitude that this singular footballer. What?
Big
Why
word
are you,
there.
Why? Are you,
Big word. Add it to the
No,
box.
but
to
his
box.
mental strength
This
is actually ridiculous. He doesn't. This
Yeah,
is
true.
this is for
You're
the
rating your center back's mental strength, bro.
Low key, I don't think there's been a player general.
more targeted in world football than Harry Maguire in
Yeah,
history.
than
He
this
was a
brother.
meme.
Like this is
I was
for,
part of that meme making.
Yeah, exactly.
This is for like when people say that Marcus Rashford he puts his head down and he does the work. No, Marcus
he doesn't
Rashford and amazing player on his day. I loved him at United. I would keep him, to be honest, at United. But if he does leave, he's a bit of a diva, bro. Like it's when things don't go his way, he's turning to the press. He's making a big fuss of everything that happens ever. He shows up late to training. Maguire, he just puts his head down, gets to work. Criticism, we don't care. He plays for England. He plays well for England. He plays well for Man United. Like, it's just straight consistency, despite being one of the most targeted players in the history of world football.
Yeah, you need those players once in a while. It's good that Manchester United have him.
Ugarte, when we bought him in the summer, 60 mil, everyone's like, oh my God, this is such a terrible signing, such a terrible signing.
I don't remember saying that.
A lot of people said it.
A lot of people were.
A lot of people said it. And he's been... low-key, I was skeptical in the summer about the signing. I think if you go back to when we spoke about the signings, I said, look, I think it is a bit overpriced, but he could be a decent player. Like, he's better than what I imagined. He's honestly like... What do you... Are we watching the same games?
I
He
really, I
scoops
wonder,
up every
bro.
single ball. Every single threatening pass is destroyed by him. Like, it's...
I don't know what Casemiro did to you and your perception of what a midfielder is, but Ugarte is doing what a midfielder should do. He's not doing
a ridiculous level.
But for 60 million, I expect out of the ordinary things. He just does okay. Like, he does all right. He's
Bro,
the Harry Maguire
look at
midfield.
the
It's
players
no
who were
nonsense.
bought for 60 million this summer, midfielders, and he's playing better than all of them.
Bro, Brighton pump out a new midfielder better than Ugarte every season.
But I'm not saying he's better. Like, Carlos Baleba is a very good player. I would take Carlos Baleba with Ugarte in my midfield.
Could you have not gotten like an Amadou Onana over the summer?
He's better than Amadou Onana.
I might be wrong by
bro.
saying that Amadou Onana's been
Amadou
injured.
Onana is very
but
good.
Amadou Onana,
He's not been injured.
so then why is
He started the season very well, Amadou Onana, but since then has been low-key mid for Aston Villa.
He doesn't find his place. Like, he doesn't really fit Unai Emery. But to me, Onana's way better. On
way
the
better.
ball, physical.
On the ball, yes, but it's that hunger in midfield that
Pitbull mentality.
It feels like Ugarte, when any single time the ball gets to a 10 or anything, like he's already on them. It's automatic.
It's because you haven't seen that at Manchester United in
That's what
so
I'm saying.
long.
No.
Casemiro made him lose that feeling.
But once again, the numbers defend exactly what I'm saying. He's doing it at a ridiculous rate. It's not just he's stuck on every single number 10. Meanwhile, he's on like the 60th percentile for duels attempted and stuff. He's in like 99th percentile. He's top of world football.
I don't know. I thought Bruno was way better.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, but Bruno,
in
that's
all
a normal
aspects.
performance.
I guess.
Bro, let us grind in silence, bro.
But that's
Ugarte, one of the best
wouldn't have
midfielders in
mentioned
the
Bruno.
fucking Premier League. Let us grind in silence,
Bro.
You don't want to grind in silence. You want to let us know at every single step of the way what.
No, if I wanted
what
to let
tier-
you know, I would be like, bro, Odegaard has been fucking shit, and Man United, like, Bruno has been dominating Odegaard this season, but we don't want to hear her talk about it.
Bruno
I
against
wasn't gonna speak about it. I wasn't gonna bring it up, bro. Let us work in silence. Everyone
If
knows
Odegaard
Bruno's
scores
better
that
than
pen,
Odegaard.
he would have had a better day than Bruno.
Oh, I didn't even speak
Created-
about the Odegaard missed pen. Holy shit, that's good ammunition.
Odegaard
this
created a goal.
brother is not the captain that Arsenal need. You speak about Bruno being a bad captain. Let's speak about Odegaard, that little bitch. He looks like a bitch. I'm not gonna cap, but look, Bruno.
The way you
Dutch
said
and
that
double back.
sounds like you the bitch.
Bro.
Ain't gonna cap.
Damn, bro.
Goddamn.
But
Bro,
He's not the
they're
ca-
both
he's
not
not captain
captains.
material.
They're both not captains. I agree with you.
that's cap.
Bro,
Bruno's
I don't
captain.
live in delusion, Varver, like you. I don't live in
Bro,
delusion.
Maguire low-key better captain.
Maguire is a better captain. He's a
Great.
joke, but he's a better captain. Odegaard and Bruno Fernandes should not be captains. I don't care what they do off the pitch.
but-
They don't inspire you to work harder in a match. They don't have that mentalidad.
Mentalidad.
I think Bruno
Bruno's
is.
crying. Bruno got his foot stepped on, then took off his shoe, dog.
It's a
Start
foul.
running.
Ref, my shoe came off. Like,
That's
bro, put
it's
it
a
back
foul.
on. Mentalidad, put it back on.
Put it back on and
Put
get
it
to
back
work,
on.
bro. Work in silence.
Bro, Firms and Todo Campo, bro. This brother, he got someone stepped on. He put that shit back on. He kept running,
Got the
bro.
strap
Firm
on.
should be captain of Arsenal Football Club. as well.
Capital.
Mentalidad.
Mentalidad.
Mentalidad right there, but
Bruno, Odegaard still had a good game.
Shout out Joshua Zirkzee, had a good game.
Yeah, very good game.
Joe,
As soon as he
hit him
subbed
with
on,
the
I'm
bye-bye.
all for
Crazy.
some
Bye-bye.
Zirkzee slander before, but I'll put my
I
hands up
still-
when he had a good game.
I still
Yeah, he did
think
have a good
he
game.
doesn't really fit Manchester United, but he's a good player.
But honestly, the way they played him this game
Yeah.
It was
was
perfect.
very,
That's
very
all he
good.
needed
That's
to
how
do.
he should have been
Yeah.
played.
And the link
Zirk-
up with Ahmad was
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Zirkzee, I respect the fact that Could have been very easy for him to leave in January and say, "Okay, Man United, you know what? It didn't work out. Let's just cut our losses early.
Mentalidad.
Let's go to I don't know, Juve or anywhere that we're linked to this summer." What?
Bold of you to assume you
Trying to act like you aren't linked to Xerxes is crazy, but whatever. It could have been very easy for him to leave and just call it quits on Man United and said, "Let me just go play in Serie A again." But no, he's stiffing it out. Is that what he said?
bro. Stiffing it out.
Stiff? He's stiff?
Stiffing it out. is
Sticking it
crazy.
out?
Sticking it out.
we've been
He's
talking
sticking
too
it
much.
out,
What is he sticking out?
and he's saying,
City, I got you.
let's get to work." And I respect that. I can
Get to
respect
work. Let's
that.
be shit.
Now Rasmus Højlund is another
Rasmus Højlund, the
conversation.
Bro,
complete
Rasmus
opposite.
Højlund, I don't know what Amarim did. Rasmus Højlund played.
Bro,
I don't know what Amarim did. I don't know it was possible, but he got worse.
he got worse. I've never thought
But he's
you
playing him like Xerxes.
Bro.
He's playing Højlund like Xerxes, and then Xerxes came on to do what Højlund was doing, and it worked because
Højlund-
it was built for Xerxes.
Bro, Højlund is like, I've never seen a player more invisible.
In this
than
game, he was a
Højlund.
ghost.
Ghost.
He would run
had
to the
a-
corner.
yeah,
the
he would
last
run to the
couple
corner.
games, even
He's not
last live stream.
incisive.
Last live stream, he was a ghost as well.
Yeah.
Crazy work. But
His runs are not timed well. Like he's
Bro,
doesn't
I'm
have the
telling you,
instincts.
my number one thing I would buy for Manchester United at this moment is a striker or a left wing back. It would be left wing back, but then striker.
Bro, Højlund would have munched under Ole. That I know.
yeah, munch.
Why?
Why?
Because Ole was much
Bro,
more
Martial
direct.
was clear, like very much clear.
We will not forget.
But the
We
system-
won't
We will
forget.
not forget.
Martial, bro.
NHS Martial.
Martial, that's a career that was destroyed by injuries because that brother could have been insane.
He got the Ballon d'Or clause.
Ballon d'Or clause still active.
Never
Bro,
know.
he
Still
was a
active.
Ballon d'Or level talent. He was. Issue
NHS.
is he got injured every 2 seconds.
It's tough.
Bro, the 1 year he got healthy during
I
COVID.
can't believe he's listening to this after a 10-hour day.
Bro, what do you mean during COVID? The 1 year he stayed healthy, this guy was one of the best strikers in the Premier League. He-
crash out.
So I'm supposed to rate players like fucking Lautaro Martinez, which is fat ass, runs around the pitch every Saturday.
Got him.
And scores against Venezia. But Martial, I can't rate. Okay, I got it.
I didn't even open my mouth.
That's like, that's like PR, lowest amount of words for rage bait.
Worked in silence.
It's like a timer with 3, 2,
Bro,
1.
it was just sound. It was just sound. Wasn't even words. It was.
We got him.
Anyways. Anyway, listen. At the end of the day,
We're both shit.
yeah, both teams were shit.
Vizca
Went to
Barca.
penalties. Manchester United in the next round of the FA Cup. Do we know who they're
We
playing
playing
next?
a Leicester City.
Leicester.
So Ruud Van
that's
Nistelrooy.
actually a harder game.
Bro, it might actually be a harder
Ruud
game.
Van Nistelrooy against Man United. It's gonna be cool.
Bro, revenge
Curtains,
game, bro. Revenge game as per. But gentlemen, I think we head over to the transfers. It depends where you guys want to start off on this.
Oh yeah, this is the transfer segment. We're just basically gonna be going through, potential players to potential teams, prices.
Some
loan.
more confirmed than others.
Yep.
What do we?
Little bit of everything.
But rumors are saying Araujo, Barcelona's looking to sell him to Juventus. Would this be a good deal?
In the eyes of Barcelona, this is a horrible deal. You have Araujo, who's worth at least 70 million. And although he gets injured a lot, I think he's still a good presence to have in the locker room.
As a Juventus fan, I'm hesitant because I see Araujo in the same light that I see Bremer. They're both destroyers. They're both not insane ball players. But you can't pass up the opportunity to get Araujo. So I do it.
That's the problem. Listen, if you could get him for 40 million, this is a market opportunity for Juventus. January
I can't
transfer,
believe that they're even considering 40 million.
which is crazy to me
But
too.
look,
Shocking.
There's Danny Olmo's on what did they call it? Temporary.
retainer.
It's on a temporary visa. Basically.
He's on a temporary registration. So come
Provisional
come
registration.
February 1st.
You gotta make
brother,
a spot open.
Yeah, so that 40 mil is to make sure Dani Olmo ain't a free agent also. So it's
Wow.
kind of like 40 mil plus Dani Olmo for Araujo, if that makes sense.
So what you're saying is that Barca value Dani Olmo more than Araujo.
Which I think is,
But Christensen,
should.
Christensen is not in the registration technically.
but Christensen,
because they brought him back to register him, I think.
but once again, you need a buyer. That's the
But you
difficult
can't
part.
release.
Release? No, you can't release because he's gonna want his full pay. You want to release me? Okay, pay me everything you owe me, and then I just won't play for you, but you'll still pay me.
Perfect.
I agree, but
Sell.
losing Araujo for 40 million is like there's a bigger gap in price.
I can't believe that you can't generate just a little bit more interest on Araujo after the
Let's
season
not act
that
like
even man.
he's not going for 40 mil.
That's what I'm saying.
He is not going for 40 mil.
He's gonna go for 50 probably.
Bro, we sent 40 mil as the offer. They instantly rejected it. It's going to be minimum 60.
after this El Clasico, Araujo still has proven that he is one of the world's
This
best.
was worst case scenario for Juventus. Araujo had a good game.
Damn.
But got cooked by.
I don't think he had a
Mbappe.
good game, but
I think he had a very decent
good
game.
game.
But my thing is that I think this is the only way it makes sense is that Araujo's contract's up in what 2.5 years, I believe, or two years maybe. The wage he must be asking for like really high wage.
Listen, he's currently making 7 million, and he's coming off of a big injury. How can he expect teams to give him double? Off of what?
But I think for him to be interested in Juve and going there specifically, like there's no other clubs linked. You guys must be giving a very good contract.
I'd give him 10 mil.
But once again, do you think Barcelona with Kubarsi, Inigo Martinez, and Christensen would think about giving him?
They're
10
weighing
mil?
their options.
I don't think they have 10 mil to give.
They probably do, but it's just weighing the option of is he worth giving 10 mil to?
Bro, they have the wage problem. Barca don't give big wages. Real Madrid are able to. For some
No,
reason,
that's
Barca,
wrong.
because of their
Well,
finances,
De
they don't
Jong
give
is
big-
Lewandowski's
sucking
on a
off of
ridiculously
Barcelona.
high wage.
This is Lewandowski to bring in Lewandowski.
Leeching. I don't know. I think Araujo, if he believes that Juventus is a winning project and Juventus see themselves as being Serie A winners within the next 2 years, then this is a move that I would make. But currently, right now, Araujo doesn't really move the needle for Juventus this season, in my opinion.
Even in future seasons, Bremer and Araujo does not yell to me to be a good pairing.
That is a very good
They're
pairing.
two
Very good defensively, but, like,
individually.
Thiago Motta-
Individually, they're good. They're good center backs.
Yeah.
but just they don't complement each other. If that makes sense.
I know, but there's ways around it. I know. I don't agree. Like having that limitation isn't great, but there's ways around it. Like we've always played with. But right now, bro, Gatti and Kalulu.
But Kalulu's very good on the ball.
Pinging balls is not
Bro,
his
very
forte.
Bro,
good.
Kalulu sometimes ends up in the other.
Yeah, because,
Yeah, but that's
because
more
he,
running.
he runs with the
no
ball.
Bremer Araujo's not going to end up.
I know,
in
but
the
they
box.
run with it. Like I'm saying, like if you want pure distribution, Locatelli's
Like a
dropping.
Paco Barsi that's
Yeah.
just distributing the ball.
Or like a
There's
Huijsen
not
that you
better
like so much.
options.
Huh?
There's not better options
In the
out
market,
there.
you're saying?
Yeah,
Well,
like
we
for
try.
50 mil,
Fucking Hanko,
if
we-
Juve
they-
is
they
going to
tell us
spend.
to fuck off, bro. We send them
crazy.
40 mil
Bayern
off.
told
40
Juve to
mil.
fuck off.
But it's 150 million center back. Fuck you.
Bro,
Somebody in the
crazy.
comments
I don't get
ripped
it.
us for not knowing.
Spelling him
I
correctly?
forget
Saying it
what
right.
happened with Hanko.
I think I didn't say his name right.
What teams
No,
do you play
no.
for?
Fine.
It was like, do not disrespect Hanko.
Bro.
Because we
God
said,
damn.
like, who the fuck is Hanko? or
I thought
something.
somebody said that
the
they were
fuck is
happy
Hanko?
that we said Hanko.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
we did get a lot of
It's
finer.
a funny comment.
But going to Huijsen, you may not be. You're not, obviously not going to be able to buy Huijsen now. For
I'm not
50
buying
mil.
back Huijsen,
But
bro.
like go to Bournemouth. Zabarnyi is a center back that I think I would
overpriced right
complements. Yeah, but he complements.
I don't know. It's rough.
But you're paying that prem tax. It's not Juventus's MO.
I see the
just
vision.
did Douglas Luiz.
And look what it did. To
Yeah, but
us.
Well, Douglas Luiz last game was actually pretty good.
If you think that, you didn't watch the game.
I did.
He was not that good.
I
think he was
played
actually
pretty
not good at all. I think that's the reason why I'm kind of pushing towards Mota out, because he fucking made a comment after the game. Douglas Luiz had a great game.
I
Bro,
think he did play
He's
well.
falling into the Allegri trap of just lying to
supporting,
commentators.
But
Welcome
I
to
think,
Juventus.
I
and
don't
playing
know.
McKennie left back.
Look, I watched Juve fan TV after the game also because I thought I was maybe a bit crazy. He gave him a decent rating as well. He thought Douglas Luiz played pretty good.
I really
But
didn't.
yeah, Araujo
Should we give a rating? Like, if this
For
transfer
what?
were to go through?
for both teams.
Yeah, we could.
So what? $50 million price?
Yeah.
50 million euro
So 50 million
from
for
Barca's
Barcelona.
POV.
This is low key like a B plus. B.
What the
Okay,
bro,
no.
Barca's
wow.
POV?
B.
No,
Yeah.
this is
So
a
you're losing
it's
your
a C
best
plus.
defender.
Because he's coming
Seed.
off. He's coming off a detrimental ACL injury.
That's true.
This is literally like he
That is
literally
true, though.
just got back, and you're just saying, okay, well, you
And I'm
don't know
pretty
when
sure
the
he
next
had an
one
injury
is.
before that
Yeah.
also.
Exactly. You don't know when the next one is. We haven't had him for like 8 months. Get rid of him.
Right, I
Now.
kind
good
of I
point.
can
It's a
see
good
like a
point.
year down the line looking back and saying,
Damn.
bro,
Damn, we
Barca
missed.
made a good Barca made a good choice
But
on
it
getting
might
rid
be
of him.
also
Yeah,
be
exactly.
a good career choice by him to go to the Italian league because there's a bit less dependency on pace and stuff as
He
center back.
fits very well.
Yes,
Italian league.
I see what you're saying.
So it's kind of like maybe beneficially for both teams, but assuming Araujo is the Araujo that we know, 50 mil is a joke price. I give it a C plus because Barcelona really do desperately
Yeah.
need that
Yeah,
that
C
money and that
plus, I agree.
flexibility. But
It's the in and the out, 1-1
yeah.
or whatever they want to get to. But Juventus, I say this is a A minus.
Yeah.
Because if you play him for the rest of the season, think about it, bro. You play him
just-
if he stays healthy and you play him for the rest of the season. By the summer, bro, any team in the world will pay 70 million.
It depends. Yeah, it depends if he wants to leave.
But
I
you
don't
can
know
flip-
if
you
you
he
can
wouldn't
flip
leave
like
after
that.
that. You
Yeah, I
wouldn't
don't think
leave.
it'd be a rental.
But the thing for Araujo and Juve is that you guys have 50 mil. I would spend it so many other ways.
No, they need a
No,
defender.
like
For
what do
me-
you do with 50 mil is like us going with a $5 bill and looking for a meal. Now these days, you can't find anything for $5.
Yeah, bro.
Very bad,
No,
now
Araujo is a meal.
It's the same. It's the same type
We're
of
getting a
thinking.
$5 meal.
50 mil. What?
Like
can
I
you
think
get?
the Jorge Jesus or the guy that you guys are vying from Vitoria that you're battling Brighton for,
Yeah.
I think could end up looking like a good bit of business if Brighton scouts identified him and think he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then I think he could end up being a pretty good bit of business
New
if you guys get
tactic.
that across the line.
New tactic. Listen to try to.
That's what
tap
Chelsea
it,
did
yeah,
first.
Tap
Tap in for Brighton.
Tap into Brighton's line.
Chelsea did that
Victoria
for
Guimarães?
Arsenal players.
Yeah.
Mudryk?
Wanka.
Oh my God, they're buying Mudryk. Send 100 million on that guy.
And then Arsenal started laughing because they never wanted him.
But from
got
Yuse's
him.
perspective, I'll give this a B. It's just I don't like it past this season. All right, I find it
What would the-
unnecessary.
What
past
would the
this
pairing
season.
be? Araujo Gatti or Araujo?
Araujo
Kalulu?
Kululu, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Araujo
Bro.
Gatti.
No.
There's not enough.
Gatti has
There's not
been
enough.
your
no
best
ball-
defender.
there's no
No?
ball-
Wait.
Yeah, but I think it becomes politics at that point. Like Gatti is almost your captain now.
Yeah, low key.
I don't know. Tough, but I do think this is like a B.
Going to a 5 back.
Maybe Kalulu plays right back, and Savona drops out.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I like Kalulu on the wing.
Another Italian youth.
Next one, Cavada to PSG, and you guys said 80 million in the TikTok. I don't know. I don't agree with 80 million.
Yeah, but that's
I
what
think
he's linked for.
That's what they're
But
getting.
I think they're gonna get more than that.
It's PSG.
Oh.
though.
more.
You think more?
Yes.
I don't know about more, bro. January
I'm
transfer.
I'm
with
Bro, if
surprised
I
Cavani
they
told you,
let
to
if I
leave.
told you last year Napoli selling Cavada,
Yeah.
sell Cavada for 80 million, you would say, bro, what? That's such shit. price.
And add
Yes.
January.
I agree.
Like you need to find a replacement
Yes.
for Cavada,
Yeah.
and that's not easy to find because he's one of the best.
they have to be working in a way like we'll make it happen, but we have to find a replacement first,
Probably.
kind of thing. Because that is crazy. Something must have happened in that locker room
Yeah.
for Cavada to say, "I want to leave now." Because
No.
6 months ago, it didn't seem like you wanted to leave at all.
Maybe Osimhen's agent wasn't that, or Osimhen himself wasn't that far off. Calling his, what did he call it? Cavada's agent?
Cavada's
like
agent?
an animal.
Yeah.
Or De Laurentiis?
No,
Oh, a
Osimhen.
bitch.
Yeah, something like that.
Why?
Yeah.
Call it like that on a stream.
You don't
On a stream or
remember? He
something,
posted on
no?
his story because Cavada's agent said Osimhen's gonna end up at Saudi in 6 months, and he wasn't that far off.
Cavada's agent, why is he talking about Osimhen?
You don't remember this?
You
They were
remember this?
beefing.
forgot about
Yeah,
this.
they were beef. There was
I'm
beef,
gonna find it
between
now.
Cavada
There
and
was
Osimhen.
beef from player to agent to player.
players, agent to player.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it. I'm gonna find it
Yeah,
for you
yeah,
guys.
remember
But
this. And
Millie,
he posted it.
give us your thoughts on Cavada for 80 to PSG.
I think outrageous by Napoli to sell your best player right now.
This
in
is
the middle of January. This is
an
is
F for Napoli.
This is an F. I don't care how much you get for him. You literally just said, okay, we're top of the Serie A right now.
He's
Let's
been
just sell our best
amazing.
player.
He's been a crucial part of
Let's sell our
Napoli.
best player. Maybe we'll scrape it out.
Yeah,
and win
we'll be
Scudetto.
fine, right?
Bro, this might be the end of your season. I'm not even capping it.
Napoli fans. I'm gonna be real with you, because I know there's actually a few Napoli fans that watch us.
lot.
In the live stream, bro, we see this.
Yeah.
We see
They
that
were,
support.
updating
Napoli
us.
fans. If you sell Cavada in the middle of the season in January, your club becomes microscopic because you're in a title race and you're selling your best player. Unless you intend on doing a swap deal for a Barcola, which is never happening.
No.
Then why would you want to try to throw away a race for a Scudetto?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't see Inter doing that. Low-key, I really don't see Milan getting rid of Leao in January.
Yeah, Milan doesn't
in
even do
any
that.
circumstance. Atalanta's not really going to get, unless they get a monster bid. Atalanta's a different story, but I don't know. It's just I
So-
wouldn't see the top contenders.
Unless
doing
there's
that.
serious beef behind the scenes.
There
Or
must
it's
be.
price gouging, like PSG are ready to pay an insane amount.
That would be stupid on PSG's part because you have wingers. You have Dembele.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And,
But Cavada's agent came out and said the striker is headed to Saudi Arabia next summer because no team in the top 5 leagues is going to be interested, or top team or whatever. And then Osimhen replied on his story, "Dear Mamuka Jugeli, you are a piece of filth and a disgrace. I'm embarrassed at your sense of reasoning. Dumb fuck. Keep my name out of your mouth."
He posted that on his story.
And then the next time he was in Galatasaray? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who you think the winner is out of it. Yeah. I don't know who you think the winner is there, but
that's keep your wife's name out your fucking mouth.
yeah,
and
legit.
then
But
So
then,
it's
but
money. Has to
But
be
no,
money.
but
Yeah,
it's been the
Napoli fans are saying De Laurentiis is the issue.
De Laurentiis is always an issue.
been an issue.
Always an issue.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I think it's because Cavada probably sees what players are being paid, and De Laurentiis probably told him, "Oh, you're on 20,000 a week. I'll give you 60,000 now." Wow.
No, he's on wage. He's on decent wage.
No. He's like,
Brother, it's like a Pasili situation.
Yeah.
Brother, he's getting paid peanuts.
Really?
But no, he
they
did.
don't
He
have
already
to
got
go.
a
you
contract.
got a contract
bump.
extension. Yeah.
He got a bump, so he probably
And it
was on
was still-
20,000. Probably got bumped to like 50,000. Now he's probably like, "Give me 200,000 because I'm one of Serie A's best players." He's probably like, "I'll give you 100." That's about it, though.
I don't know. It's there seems
It really
to-
makes no sense.
But that's crazy to me, brother. You signed the contract at the end of the day, and now it's like what? When did he sign it? This summer?
Okay, but there's
Before
there's only
Conte.
like 2.5 years left or 3 years left. So
Still.
from Napoli's situation, the longer it goes on, the less valuable he is. He's gonna go for free. If his outlines, if his intentions are obvious that he's trying to go for free, like you sell him as soon as
I
possible.
don't know. Even for Serie A too, just in general, you're losing one of your best talents in the
it's a
league.
bad look.
Very bad look. And they're first in Serie A. Like it's such a dumb move. That's why I hate
But bro,
Napoli.
there is
such a bad look.
But
for
bro,
Serie A.
if you're from a player's perspective, PSG is a much bigger club.
I know, but
than Napoli.
Napoli has
But
the
in
choice right now.
context, like Napoli's first right now.
Yes,
you
but
could win.
PSG's first also. He could leave
Yeah,
the
but
season with 2 trophies.
I'd rather be a
low-key.
I'd rather be a legend for Napoli than PSG. Like
Yes.
PSG always
Yeah,
wins
but
the
bro,
Scudetto.
last season Napoli finished 10th. Like,
Exactly. Imagine what an achievement that would be. Like it'd be insane.
And then from 10th, first
2
to 10th to
Scudettis
first,
in like 5 years for Napoli.
unheard of.
Unheard. They've
You-
never
And
done that.
you were with the team, an important piece for both of them, bro.
Yeah.
Easy, bro.
You're literally the reason for half of Napoli's Scudetti
Yeah.
in their
Literally, yeah, it's
literally
true.
in their lifetime. You're the reason for half of them.
You have as many Scudettis for Napoli than Maradona has.
Exactly. You have the opportunity to be one of Napoli's greatest legends,
Crazy.
and you decide,
Let me
you
go
know
to
what?
Paris.
I'm just gonna go to PSG and then just hope for the best.
But also
Maybe we'll
Napoli,
win
bro.
CL.
Forget Cavada. Look at if it's Napoli the one that's pushing him out. Bro,
gotta be
your goal as a club is to do what? At the end of the day, is to win.
That's what I'm saying.
well,
I'm
no,
gonna
he's
say,
not pushing him out. He said Cavada wants to leave.
So they're not doing enough to keep him. Like I don't
Yes.
understand. They're just
like
dumb.
like a lot of clubs would say, okay, I don't give a fuck. You're staying till the end of the summer.
Yes, if you had teeth, if you had muscle, if you were top, I would see Inter doing
bro.
that.
The point is to win. So by doing this, you're showing that your point is to turn a profit and to keep your assets in the highest value. I mean, at the end of the day, football is a business, but I don't know. This is a little bit too blatant. By
I
doing
would
that.
pull in Osimhen. You give him a major contract extension, like a 5 year. You give him a big contract extension. You would include a release clause that's like 80 million. I think 80 million for release clause is not even that bad. That's what you get now, supposedly, from PSG. You include an 80 million release clause starting the day after the January transfer window closes, but you give him like 200K a week or 175K a week.
How does that benefit Napoli?
because you keep him for 6 more months in that Scudetto race, and then someone's gonna hit that.
Let's say
release
in the
clause later
summer,
on in the
no
summer.
one wants 80 mil for Cavada, or they don't need a left wing. You keep Cavada. You still have Cavada. He's happy. He got his pay bump.
But now you're forced to pay him 200K a week.
But that's a player you like. Who else are you gonna pay on that team that
Yeah.
actually
How much is
wins a
200K a
Scudetto?
year?
Bro, Osimhen and Osimhen when he was paid, when he got his
10
contract
mil?
extension,
10 something mil? It makes
was-
sense.
When Osimhen was paid his contract extension, it was like 300K a week or a big amount.
Conte has a pattern of destroying teams.
Yeah.
Like he
This isn't
comes in,
Conte, though.
he wins, but he destroys teams.
This isn't Conte.
But he
though.
started Inter.
Yeah, he starts team, but to
He-
start the
he
teams, he,
didn't
has to
ruin
destroy
Juve.
teams.
He didn't
He
destroy.
didn't really
Juve.
destroy Inter.
He has patterns of like just, bro, he bought Ashley Young, and
You want a Scudetto?
no, it works. I'm not saying it
Victor
doesn't work.
Moses.
Inter's entire foundation right now is because of,
Marotta.
well,
Not
okay,
Conte.
but Conte.
No,
that-
Marotta.
Okay, but that's like saying right now you're trying to blame Conte for
Marotta is the
Cavada
reason-
leaving.
Marotta's the reason
But
why
you're-
we're
you're
gonna
not
see.
trying
I think there's more to it.
So
That's what I'm
Buongiorno
saying.
should get the credit. He should get the credit for Buongiorno.
Yeah, sure. But that was, bro.
So
he
you
brought
built
back
that team.
Spinazzola. Like,
He turned the team that was 10th into first.
Yeah,
and
I'm
somehow
giving
finding
credit
a way
to that.
shit-
Bro, because
bro,
that team.
Yeah, I
but
don't
the
understand
coach-
how you don't understand
The
this.
team wasn't the problem. It was the coaching. The team.
Yes.
That team didn't change from when they won the Scudetto. That was just
Well,
the
they
coaching.
lost
issues.
a couple pieces.
But
Not really. Who like Kim?
Yeah, Kim was a big part,
And what else?
but they replaced him with Buongiorno, so that's worked out.
Yes, I
They
don't know.
lost Zielinski.
That was a year after 10th.
But
Osimhen
look, Cavada to PSG. What would you rate it for Napoli if it was 80 mil?
Getting carried away. Napoli, this is an F. You're a title contender and you decide to just sell your best player for a bit
You
of
lose your
cash.
best player. F.
I'm not gonna give it F. I'm gonna give it C minus because I see a
you're
world where
taking the
Cavada joins
situation.
PSG and he's a flop.
I know, but you're taking the situation right now in mind, which I don't think so. I think they should have been.
I
managing
don't
the
think that there's a
situation.
team out there that pays 100 mil for Cavada. I don't think.
Bro,
I
he's
personally
a
don't
$100
think
million player.
to you.
Yes.
But for teams in the
That's why I said
Prem, I think that there's too many. Sometimes I watch him and his athleticism isn't jump off the screen.
Yeah, but his
athleticism.
technical ability is the world
Yes,
class.
but
How
for
much is
teams
Cody
that
Gakpo?
can't afford 100 mil on a winger in the Prem, athleticism is like up probably the most important
Didn't he
asset.
literally dunk on Liverpool in the Champions
Yeah,
League?
he did.
Yeah, sure, but that's
He dunked
that's,
on
that's
Trent.
against Trent.
But how much was Cody Gakpo
35 mil,
Excuses.
and Luis Diaz?
60 mil, 40, 55 mil.
Nunez.
No, Nunes was expensive. Yes, Nunes was
70.
70, 80.
But look, that was a flop.
yeah.
Like these,
Mudryk,
I think a lot of Prem
Anthony.
teams are scared of that 100 million price tag now.
I know, but Mudryk, you spend 100 mil on him, you spend 100 mil on Anthony. Those I
But
could have told
Mudryk
you
was
were flops.
unexplainable. How the fuck did Shakhtar Donetsk get 100 mil for this brother after half a year of him being good?
How did Ajax get 100 mil for Anthony?
I agree, and look at how they
I know,
both
but that's
ended
what
up.
I'm saying. Cavada is much more proven than
Yeah,
that.
Yes,
he's got
I
the
agree.
experience in Champions
But
League with Napoli.
I can see him flop. For me, he's very similar to Aston Villa, Jack Grealish. I'm gonna keep going back to it, and he flopped. So I could see a world where he flops. So I'm gonna give it C minus.
And then for PSG, what do you rate it?
80 mil?
B.
A, bro.
This is an
No,
A.
I'm not
B plus,
giving.
maybe.
Once again, PSG are battling serious FFP issues. They don't own their stadium. Like they're not.
They don't really have a striker right now.
And the 80 mil just it's like a Juve. He's a very good player, and if he's available for 80 mil, you have to explore the option of buying.
It's a luxury.
But it's not what you need.
You have Barcola, you have
Dembele's
Ousmane
contract?
If that
Dembele.
80 mil is going to take away from a budget in the summer from another position you need, I don't think that's smart
Yeah,
investment.
yeah, I agree.
And I would give it a B plus. I'd give it a B plus or an A minus.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I think if Cavada goes to PSG, I think we see something with Dembele in the summer, maybe.
No, but I'll give it B plus. Maybe an A is like a little too.
Bro,
Okay,
it
so
took
B+.
it took the Avengers to get Dembele to leave Barcelona, bro. He's not leaving
He
PSG.
ain't leaving.
So why the heck are they getting Cavada? Anyway.
Anyways,
The next two we can do together. Like
Marmoush.
like Marmoush and Kusanov, which is Uzbekistan international. Is he Uzbek or is he
He's Uzbeki.
Uzbeki?
Marmoush, I don't know the price that's quoted. I think it's like 60 or 65.
Could it be?
Yeah.
And look, both of these combined for 100 mil, I'm giving this A.
Yeah.
Yeah. City needed exactly this.
Yeah, it targets a defender and it targets an attacking midfielder.
Forget the positional. Just the idea of the squad buildings. I was missing physical. And Marmoush is dominating the Bundesliga, which is like the most physical league, and his pace is blistering. This guy's scoring almost every single game. He looks like a big difference maker in the Bundesliga. He's like Bundesliga player of the season at this point, competing with Harry Kane. So, and Kusanov, brother, I spoke about this guy on stream. This guy plays like Sergio Ramos. Like if you're talking about aggressive and physical, this is your center.
Yeah,
back.
and they need that.
So I'm gonna give this an A.
They're saying City have reached an agreement with Frankfurt to sign Marmoush for a fee valued around 45 mil.
45 mil is
pounds.
okay. That's
Still doesn't make a
60
difference.
million euros.
Still doesn't make it, bro. 60 million euros is
Steal,
so insane.
Steal for
don't
what he's
know.
done. Look. This is a hot take, or might be seen as a hot take. I think he's gonna be even better than Julian Alvarez for City.
Bro, guys like
Very
Guirassy,
possible.
guys like Boniface, they've had those,
Rassi's been a demon at Dortmund this season.
I know, but I'm saying those guys had Bundesliga seasons like Marmoush.
And Guirassi's still a good Bundesliga striker.
I don't know if you'd be freaking out if he went for 60 mil to Manchester City.
Well, he's 29 or
The
30.
hipsters love this one for sure.
Yeah, the hips. I mean, it's gonna be good for FIFA guys because now you have a perfect link to Salah. You have your first good Egyptian player in the
Me
Premier
trying to link Kuzanov though. With other Uzbeki players.
But
Good for Uzbekistan, bro.
Yeah, no, 40 million for an Uzbeki, like it's
Listen,
but bro, this guy's been the best U23 center back in world football since the beginning of the season. He's been like he's really
I
good.
don't
this
know.
happened? This is news to me.
I don't know.
He's
it's
been.
okay.
Been. Listen,
Might
news
not
to
have
me.
been U21 at least. He's been.
Goodness gracious.
Can you name me a U21 center back that's been better since the beginning of the
I
season?
really can't.
This
Right now, I really can't.
Bro,
U21?
U21.
Can I even? Name, I
Kubarsi.
can't even name you one.
He's been better than Kubarsi.
this guy, Kusanov.
Yes.
Then
You're
there's gotta be a
really,
reason I didn't hear
trust
from
me,
him
you
until
guys
the
are really
transfer
gonna
happened.
open
Is this
your
rage
eyes
bait?
up.
Am I supposed to,
no,
like,
you
start
guys are
shouting at
really
you?
gonna open your eyes up when you see him play for City.
Listen, honestly, I do think they're
Bro.
taking a slight risk, but the amount for Man City is not a lot.
Okay, so when
I'm
he's
in
a baller, will you say Varvar? You know what? You are right about Kusama.
No.
Crazy.
Why?
No, because you just said he had a better season than Kubarsi.
I'm putting my rep on the line
Have you
that
ever
this
watched
guy.
a Kusanov 90 minutes?
Yes,
Bro,
yes.
you're
90 minutes.
putting your
Yes.
rep
Well,
on
against
an
Arsenal.
I'm
Uzbekistan
putting
player.
my rep on the line. I'm joining the Uzbeki official fan club of Kusanov. This guy's a baller.
But you see, you're looking in the future. I'm sure he's a decent
He
player.
will join, and you will be like, how the fuck did Man City get this guy for 40 mil?
Okay,
Why
but
did
you
watch
said he
the
had a
three-
better
you
season
watched
than
the 3-minute
Kubarsi.
comp?
He's had a better season so far than Kubarsi, yes.
It was a 3-minute comp or a 2-minute comp?
But he plays for Lens.
Maybe 245, maybe?
And he's been Lens' best player.
Listen,
Lons.
long.
Lons actually have some.
You know
balls.
what's funny? Because I saw this guy's.
Didn't Leeds
They were
play for him?
they were hyping this guy up on Twitter like 2-3 months ago. So I looked him up, and obviously when you look stuff up, Twitter's gonna give you the like whenever something happens with that player, you're gonna get so
you
my
page.
my on my For You page, I start getting random Uzbeki hype pages for Kusanov. So I've been keeping up with him for the last 2-3 months. Like I've been watching comps of his games. So I'm telling you, this brother is good. Like he's very
We'll
good.
see.
Bro, the Ligue 1 just continues to pump out overrated young
Facundo Medina
defenders.
has a better FUTMA rating this season than
Facundo Medina,
Okay.
FM legend.
Kevin Danso. has a
But what
better
would you
rating.
rate these? I said I gave it A.
I'll give both of them
As a package?
Yeah,
Yeah.
A plus A because they actually went in. They knew that they had to improve in January, and they went.
They
for
got the
two
positions
players.
they
And they're
needed.
signing Vitor Rich from Palmeiras.
Vitorish.
I'm gonna say B.
Palmeiras.
B minus.
B minus for City. I don't know. It's tough because Marmoush is this season. I agree has been one of the most informed players in the world.
Doesn't move
So
the needle, bro.
I think
It will
does.
move. You're gonna
Bro,
see
if
it's gonna move
Doku,
the needle.
Savino didn't, Foden isn't, like,
Yeah,
bro,
but-
nothing.
But none of them are.
output that
None of them.
Marmoush
Omar
has-
Marmoush.
None of them
not
aren't
moving the
Omar
needle,
Marmoush.
bro.
Omar Marmoush.
That will be a future podcast clip intro after he scores.
I know,
he's
but-
competing with Salah,
I know,
the
but-
Egyptian
PFA
Brotherhood.
Player of the
Just
year.
looking right now from this perspective, bro, if Foden isn't moving the needle, then what's to say Marmoush will?
Because that's what in games, Man City, Pep doesn't have that tactical flexibility because a lot of his wingers are kind of the same. They're all
just
the same
cut back.
prototype. Like Marmoush is that more direct, just get the shot off type player that he might be missing when Haaland's, let's say, not at the top of his game, or you play him with Haaland when all the players are attracted to Haaland. You have Marmoush, who's a shot first player.
Yeah, it's
He's
gonna be cool to see.
You're gonna see. But
I
I'll
don't know,
go B
shot
plus.
first with a Haaland.
Well, anyways,
that.
listen, Frankfurt. This is like B maybe if you want to go there.
Oh,
And
Frankfurt for 45 mil after the stats that he's dropping, brother.
Pretty good.
I don't know, I find
No,
it a little low.
Bundesliga players have dropped way worse seasons, and
And
they
gotten
gotten
way
the
more.
more.
I think they bought him for what, 15 mil?
Yeah.
Still,
For Frankfurt.
No, they got him for
guy-
free.
Oh yeah, it's true.
They got him for free from Wolfsburg because Wolfsburg used to play him as a wing back. Actually, fun fact.
Oh
I remember.
my
I remember seeing this
Let Allegri get his hands
on
Marmoush.
Twitter also
Shackles.
that all the tacticals were like, bro, how is Marmoush leaving for free from Wolfsburg? And I'm like, bro, who's this Marmoush guy, bro? Come on, this is one of those tactical. Okay, I got it, bro, big bro.
Okay.
But then he left for free. He was actually at St. Pauli at the same time as Gyökeres, I think,
Damn.
damn, St.
That's a
Pauli.
striker.
if I'm not
force.
mistaken.
St. Pauli was getting.
Stacked.
Gyökeres was
St.
sticking it
Pauli
up at
has
St.
had
Pauli.
ballers
Under,
come through there, by the
Hürseler?
way. I don't
Brighton
know.
coach?
No, Hürseler was there last year.
Okay.
It's like earlier. But yeah, and Lens for 40 million. Look,
I'll
you
take
bought
it.
this
Oh.
guy for 100K 2 years ago.
A.
A year and a bit ago. It's an A plus
Yeah.
deal from you.
Very well done.
How the fuck did they scout on Uzbeki? This guy must have been playing in a different country.
No, he's playing in Uzbekistan, I think.
Bro,
damn.
why do Lens have scouts in Uzbekistan, bro?
Cook.
I don't know.
Send him 2 years and forget.
Just for you, my friend.
Anyway, the next one. This is
Pure rumors.
This
based.
one is purely
rumors.
to
Rage
rage
bait.
bait.
This is a rage bait topic.
Bro, he played
Everyone.
an energetic BGU.
That's like
Energetic is
literally.
the name.
No logo on that, Don.
Sounds like a beer
a-
league.
And then
Yes, Saint
Lens.
Laurent.
Lens in 2023. Anyways,
Donnarumma reportedly, and these reports are coming from unverifiable.
He said
these are
these
Lazio.
reports said Donnarumma told PSG, "I want to be sold to Inter, and I fucking hate Milan."
Bro. These are coming from
Rage
unofficial
bait.
sources, but it's looking like that's true.
Okay, no, the real story is that Inter are low-key they're looking at Donnarumma potentially for this summer, not for this winter, but this summer to potentially become their goalkeeper and replace Summer. And
Good for Italy. Bring back some Italian
yeah.
players. He's still young
Firm saying yeah.
what price do you think this becomes a
Careless.
good deal for Inter?
for Inter.
Price?
Yeah.
Like if we're
50
like
million. 60
Yeah,
million.
50 million. He's a
60 is a bit steep
that's-
for a
that's
goal.
already steep for a goal.
Bro, that's the price they sold Onana for. I would
Yeah.
rather just keep Onana at that point.
I don't know. I think
It's GG, bro.
with
Donnarumma.
with Donnarumma, it's tough.
35
because-
mil, 40 mil.
I would say
His
40
wages
mil.
are gonna be super high. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
I don't
find
know.
it
they
hard
will.
that they would sell.
I think he just hates
Donnarumma
PSG
like that.
right now. Like he just hates.
He-
PSG.
I would hate PSG right now, bro.
He hasn't started some games. I remember watching PSG and I'm like, where's Donnarumma? He's not even in nets.
The issue with Donnarumma is I feel like he kind of feels threatened for his national team spot right now. Like, with,
Well, yeah.
with-
Di Gregorio there.
forget Di Gregorio. It's not only Di Gregorio.
Oh, man,
it's
Vicario.
Vicario,
Oh, Vicario,
and
yeah.
bro, Carnesecchi has low
Baller.
For Atalanta.
balling out for Atalanta
Nah,
for the
bro.
last.
baller.
little bit.
Donnarumma has been exceptional for Italy.
Yes,
Yeah, he
exceptional
has.
for Italy. But at what point does
I mean, as
like-
long as he's still exceptional for Italy.
like for England,
Yeah.
Maguire was exceptional for England, but
He wasn't starting for Manchester United.
when you don't start for Manchester United, questions are going to be asked about your ability and your match fitness.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
it's true.
our manager sees it differently. As long as Donnarumma's good for the national team, why not keep him for the
Yeah.
national team?
But
I don't know, it's
honestly,
tough.
I think Spalletti's optimal goalkeeper isn't
it's not Donnarumma. We've
it
seen
has
it many
nothing to do with
times.
the
He
national
loses the
team.
ball like completely
Yeah, but
stupid mistakes.
Euros, you could tell that he was the main reason why
Yes.
we didn't lose.
Yeah,
goals.
so
But
shot
there's a
stopper is
long
amazing.
cycle until the next World Cup, and if Donnarumma starts, let's say, giving away a turnover here that allows a goal, you're giving Spalletti a reason to drop you.
Yes, and the fact that he's not in Italy means that his eye, like Spalletti's eyes are going to.
Nobody's watching him in Italy, you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, no one in Italy will be watching Donnarumma unless they hear something. Either he made a mistake in a game, or it was like some sort of clean sheet.
Or you got a
whatever.
cleat to the face.
And Inter's low key like it's a cop out. Like you're
I don't
you're
know.
kind of guaranteed like success being Inter's goalie in Serie A
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
definitely, bro.
So it's
It
kind
is,
of
it
a
is.
cop out of just like
It's a good like.
Super
I hate to
ballsy,
say, but it's a
bro.
good fit. Like
and
you
you're
know,
I don't
from
think
that
it-
city.
super ballsy
don't know
by
if it's a good
Donnarumma if
fit,
he
bro.
does it. Bro, he's
Well,
just
he's
asking-
already
Oh,
hated
he's
by
about to
Milan.
get
He's- you
He's
know what?
already
Nah.
hated.
Bro, he's gonna get
It's just-
destroyed.
You're
not
more
as
than
bad as
Çalhanoğlu.
Chala. Not as
More
bad
than
as
Chala.
Chala.
He's
No,
Italian,
that's
bro.
really bad.
He's
No,
Italian.
Chala was worse. Chala was way
Yeah,
worse. in
Chala
my
is worse,
opinion.
but Chala-
free transfer to Inter.
Because it
Chala
wasn't
added
straight.
fire.
Yeah, it wasn't straight.
There's this buffer period for Donnarumma of 2, 3, 4
Bro,
years.
Donna was
that,
supposed
like,
to be the next generation goalkeeper for like the next 10 years.
Yeah, I know, but then Milan have Maignan there now, so it's like you'll jeer him, but you won't have a vendetta.
it's different
against
when
him.
you don't go straight.
Yes, Çalhanoğlu have a
no,
vendetta
I
against
agree.
him.
Bro, there's gonna be
Çalhanoğlu was
chance.
worse.
There's gonna be chance that
It's like
Donnarumma can.
Zlatan, bro. It's different when you don't go straight. It's different.
Yeah, I get it.
Bro, Donnarumma,
But
Zlatan is a different story.
I agree with you. It's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be like
The Italian aspect. That
like
makes
I
it
don't know. Maybe I'm like you guys are obviously gonna jeer him and shit, but like
100%.
like he won't be what's a comparison? Let's say
deep. Like a
Like a-
Raul, no, not Raul.
Figo. It was Figo.
yeah, like it won't be that.
Bro, you won't get
Figo got too
forecasts
much-
thrown at you. That's for sure.
he got money thrown at him.
Yeah.
Donnarumma,
Yeah.
and it was an Italy game.
Yeah, but that's the PSG though. That because PSG like Milan were
Oh yeah,
building something
that's
good.
why he went to PSG.
Yeah,
Bro, he's a Milan youth. He's a Milan youth
Yeah.
goalie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine being
Milan
a Milan
fan.
youth
but
goalie,
let's
Milan
say
fan, and going to Inter.
what price do we think PSG would actually sell at?
40
50.
mil.
I don't
50.
know. 40.
45. Let's say
sounds so
45
low.
mil. Let's say 45 million. Okay.
Why
what
would
you rate that
PSG
deal
do
for
this?
Inter?
'Cause
I,
Donnarumma's
honestly,
cool.
low key, I don't rate that higher than a B, in my opinion. I don't think Donnarumma is a good fit for Inzaghi's system. He's not good with the ball at his feet, and we need our goalkeepers to be very, very cool, calm, and collected on the ball because you're gonna have pressure coming at you. But listen, at the end of the day, it's Donnarumma.
Why don't you go get Karnesecki?
I like Carnesecchi. Honestly, we have a goalie on the bench that we paid 15 million for in Josep Martinez, which, bro, this guy could ping a ball so easily. It's insane. When he's played maybe 2 or 3 games, but he's been so accurate with his passes. It's just he's not getting the game time because Sommer's just there.
Well, no, he's a Barca goalkeeper. So all these Barca, it's like Onana. Ball playing,
Yeah.
incredible.
yeah,
But
Shot stopper,
when
very, very
shot
good.
stopping comes into it, like a lot of these Barcelona goalkeepers,
And Donnarumma's the
I
opposite.
think right now he has a clean sheet, but Inter goalkeeping is very deceiving with stats because Jan Sommer has the most clean sheets I think in Europe, but he does not play like a Courtois. Like
Yeah.
Courtois should have way more clean sheets than him, just based off ability. But Sommer has a good back 3 in front of him. Last 6 games away, we haven't even conceded, so it's like
that is crazy.
it bumps up the stats. You saw with Onana too at Inter, he was getting insane stats.
Yeah.
Because he had such a good defense in front of him. But Donnarumma would not say no to at all for 40 million, but not something we need.
from an optimal squad, and look, I'm speaking from experience on FM, so it's not really like that much experience, but from an optimal squad building perspective, I like my goalkeeper filling the domestic quota.
I get it. Yes.
It
So
makes
like
it
it
easy. I agree.
opens up, like let's say you buy like right now Summer fills no quota for you. He's like one of those luxury players, let's say from a registration point of view.
yeah.
If you buy an Italian goalkeeper that was developed in Italy, it opens up a bunch of avenues. Like, let's say you need to replace Acerbi, you can go and
Look for
buy
center back.
a second B-Sec that you find in the lower leagues that doesn't fit any registration quota
Yeah.
for cheap.
It would be sick though. You have Donnarumma, Bastoni, Di Marco, Barella.
It looks good.
Like for Italy, it looks really good. Inter as well.
Almost
looks
in
really
every
good.
phase of the pitch, you have Italian.
Bro, it's crazy. Except striker, we don't have any Italian strikers.
but there's no good ones.
Lorenzo Luca.
Lorenzo
Get
Luca.
Camarda.
Francesco Piosposito.
He would never.
Benvenuto.
Poach Camarda from.
Would never. Brother has a tattoo
That's
of
what
like
you
the
said
ultras.
about Donnarumma. He would never.
Donnarumma
And then
doesn't have a
did.
tattoo of the ultras of
But at
Milan.
the end of the day, these are just rumors, so I will take it with a grain of salt. But now
This is not
If,
happening.
if Donnarumma goes to Inter for Inter, I'll give this an A minus. And then for
I'll give it a
PSG,
B.
I'll give it honestly an A or
I'll
an
give it
A
an A.
plus. It's a
Bro,
good deal
really?
from both perspectives, bro.
They
You're
don't-
getting
they don't
45
want
mil. You're getting 45 mil
What's
for a
PSG
goalie.
gonna get?
But you're getting 45
find
mil
some
for a
French
goalie
guy.
that joined you for free.
yeah,
Bro, there's a very good French goalie that.
Lucas Chevalier
Yeah.
Chevalier.
or
Bamba.
Guillaume Restes.
Bamba.
No,
Chevalier.
Chevalier.
Restes plays for Toulouse. Chevalier plays for Lille.
Orestes was on our.
No, not Lille.
Yeah, he
Darts?
does.
Plays for Lille.
Is it-
Oh yes, because when Juventus played Lille, the goalie.
Chevalier.
Bro, this guy's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's good.
Good at ball play. Bro, PSG, it's just beneficial for them to go get a
French
French
goalkeeper.
goalie.
That I believe
Like
that, and
Magnan.
look, Onana's good, so I'm not gonna. And English goalkeepers really aren't that good, but domestically, you should always go get
Yeah.
goals
Yeah, it
from
works
your own
well.
country.
There's enough. There's always
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, plus communication aspect. But listen, we're not done with Italian teams, even Prem teams, because we have Marcus Rashford up
So
next.
we made a TikTok about this one,
yeah, we
but
did.
there's been a little bit of advancements. I've seen rumors like even random rumors like Como apparently are investigating.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but he
Victor
rejected
Romano
right
shut
away, I
that
think.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Como do have the
listen,
bag,
we have
though.
a few teams written down. We have AC Milan, Barcelona, and Napoli. Which one do we see as the best fit? First of all,
Napoli replacing Cavada.
Yep.
I think that would be the optimal from a balance of things. Obviously, if I'm Rashford, I would like to go to. If Barcelona are offering me a solid role in the squad, I would probably choose to go to Barcelona.
Rafinha there.
And
Scott
I
McTominay,
mean, nicest life probably Barcelona.
Napoli.
Milan's
But
not-
Napoli, if I'm replacing Cavada, they'd probably and let's say you do play well when you drop down there. And Conte has wanted Rashford for a long while, I believe, behind the scenes. And
Where?
Don't remember those.
at Spurs, he's wanted. And
I feel like Rashford is such an anti-Conte
Yeah.
player. Like
So
he has nothing to
anti-Conte.
do with
Heung-min
Conte.
Son was one of the played his best football of
But
his career.
Son,
Probably
Son is a
under-
hard
under-
worker, like defensively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rashford,
but-
you don't look at him defensively. Like he's more of a striker almost.
But
Like he's a
Like-
goal scorer.
offensively, he will fit under Conte. Conte will figure out a way to use him. And let's not act like Cavada's the best defensive player in the world.
No, but Cavada is also technically gifted. Like compared to
Rashford
Rashford,
is technically gifted. If Leao's technically gifted, then and look, I'm speaking about him potentially getting back to his old form. Right now, he's not playing technically gifted.
that's what I'm saying.
But at his peak, Rashford, and mentally when he's there, technically he's
We'll
there.
see. We'll see.
Uh,
I don't think Napoli's
And
a good
Napoli,
fit
he
at all.
bro, if Cavada leaves saying I don't want to be here, and then he joins mid-season, and they still end up winning Scudetto with Rashford, he's gonna be treated like a god. He will feel loved by the fans again.
He's gonna hate Napoli.
I don't
No,
agree.
I think
No,
I
Rashford's
think
a prima donna, bro. He's gonna hate Napoli.
It
No,
depends,
no,
'cause
no.
Conte, but Conte's known how to coach. Eagles known how to coach Prem teams.
I think we were saying it off camera that Rashford needs to go to like an Italian team because the pressure that it relieves off of him, like Italians don't rate Premier League players. So as soon as he comes in, they're gonna be like, okay, he's an English guy, whatever. Like Scott McTominay, same trajectory. The guy came in as a nobody. He's the king of Napoli right now. Like they have no pressure. These players, they have no precedence. Napoli fans are not watching Manchester United. They have no
Like
idea.
Che
what's going-
Adams.
Shea Adams is a
Stands for
baller
Torino.
for Torino.
He's been very good.
Yeah, like all these Englishmen coming to Serie A are like, bro, it's
And he fits Conte's play style, also counter-attacking football.
Yeah, that he does.
Like that's peak Rashford right there. So I don't know. I think Napoli would be a great fit for him. I mean, there's other ones like
rough.
AC Milan. Like AC Milan,
I take him at Milan.
Where are you
I
gonna
don't
play him?
I don't think it's a good fit.
I think you move
tactically.
Pulisic in the center and then probably play Rashford right.
I'm telling you right now that you're setting up for failure.
Would you rather Chukwueze
Yeah.
or Rashford?
I mean, all he did was step back. That's literally not
No,
like you.
no,
yes,
because Rashford has proven to be a guy who could score 20 goals.
Toothpick chain.
not
even-
off the right.
You could even switch to a 4-4-2 and play Rashford striker.
Conceição.
That works too.
And
Rashford,
then
Tammy.
Rangers in a two-man midfield.
He's been, trust me, bro. Rangers and Fofana have been working their ass off in
But
midfield.
with a
In a
cam.
two-man
So they have
midfield.
offensive-
No cam, like 4-4-2.
No, but I'm saying right now Rangers and Fofana play with a cam.
With a third midfielder.
Sometimes
consider that a
sometimes
cam?
freaking Rangers is the cam.
Yeah,
So like
but like
You
they,
can't play in a two-man midfield. I promise you.
I promise you that.
Doesn't get involved enough in tackles and duels. I'm telling you.
Who, Rangers?
Because that's where
Yes.
because his position that he's playing right now doesn't
No.
involve
Yes.
him enough.
Yes.
He's not put in a position
Bro,
right
he
now.
had
to be
less
involved.
tackles than Camarda until like recently.
This stupid stat, bro. It
will
makes
haunt
me
you.
boil because it's
center
such a
mid.
stupid stat.
As a center mid. But unless you're
cam.
playing Rashford off the left, even as a striker, whatever,
not
I
gonna
could
play off the
somewhat
left
see
'cause
him,
Leao's there.
then it's not a good fit. I'm telling you right now, it's just not. You're not upgrading.
As a second striker,
You're just
we're
bringing
upgrading.
in another
Imagine
body.
PSG say, forget the Cavada deal. Rashford ends up like Milan look for Rashford as the left wing option, sell Leao to
No.
PSG 150 million, and then go get
Off
Rashford.
the drink, bro. God.
Hmm?
Off the drink.
That's off
Not out of the ordinary.
But
Very
Barca,
irrelevant.
Why
I
are you
think
interested in Rashford?
Listen,
Because he's like a striker slash
he's not a
winger.
striker.
But he's
I'm
not a
telling
striker
you.
or right wing.
But he's
he could
played
play
there.
strikers in certain.
You also have to understand Manchester United, bro. He fell off over there. Like Manchester United doesn't excel players.
Oh,
don't need a
Manchester
left wing,
United
bro.
are as equally involved in Rashford's fall off as Rashford himself. We're as much to blame.
You guys
as
didn't give him the
Rashford.
environment to thrive.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I
What is
I
the
agree.
daycare, bro? Figure it out.
Rashford at
No,
his
but you
peak-
need a good
No,
environment.
but
Like
Rashford
Sancho
at his
to
peak-
Dortmund balled out. Sancho
But I
at-
also think Rashford's one of the, it's like Sancho. He needs to leave England. Like
Yeah.
England in its environment is not
There's
a good
too much
environment.
pressure.
It's not the pressure. It's there's too many distractions. Like he knows too many people. There's too many he has too many opportunities to go
think
out
Italy
and
is
stuff
also a
like that.
distraction, but-
like it's just not a good environment for him. In a foreign country where you don't know anyone, it's just you lock in. Like it's different.
That's
And
why
lock it at
Italy
the ripe
works.
age of 28 years old.
yeah. So what would you rate this for Manchester United? I'd give it an A.
Well,
Bro,
it
if you
depends.
can get
It
millions-
depends the outline of the deal. We're giving a free loan. It's not an A.
A free loan is F.
Yeah,
Like
like
you're
it
currently
depends.
not using him. If you have to pay
50% of his wages.
It's all right.
Conversation.
C.
how much you save?
If 50% of his wages and he does well on loan, it's a good deal because
it
in
really
the summer
depend-
you're going to be able
But
to
you
sell
save
him
like
for a
3
lot of
million.
money.
Yeah, that is not a lot of
don't
money.
know.
No,
It's
you
gonna
save.
be
I think he has
gullible
10 mil left for the rest of the year.
That means he's on 20. Yes, I thought he was on 12.
No,
not
he's on
12.
325K a week or 300K a week. So
Bro.
he 175 is half of his
No
wages.
Italian
He's on
team is
350.
affording that.
He's on
Enjoy that.
350.
No Italian team is
10
supporting
mil.
it.
10 mil
So
loan.
let's say you
Enjoy
send
that.
him.
Five,
Let's
bro.
say
It's a
Cavada.
5 million loan.
Let's say Cavada gets sold to PSG for 80 and Napoli bring him on loan for half of his wage.
At that point, you just re-sign Cavada to
But that's what I'm saying. Like you're downgrading at that point. Like considering
What
the
if
form of
Cavada says, "I
Rashford.
don't want to resign"?
Oh my god, bro, it's crazy. Then find another option. I would not pay similar or close to what I was paying Cavada and give that money to Rashford.
Bro, 5 mil for half a season of
Yeah,
Marcus
no.
Rashford.
My stomach.
Bro, I'm
That's
just
fine,
saying.
that's
I'm just
horrible,
saying
bro.
what's outlined right now in the news.
I know, it's just F.
Anyways,
Then
So
no.
Napoli, if he goes, I would give it a because I see him successfully doing there, and then in the summer we'll have more options to sell him and everything. Producer T just
Producer T.
stretched and then almost cracked.
nice.
Nice.
There we go. Just, yabba dabba do.
But yeah, from a perspective of Man United, I think I would say it's a successful deal because he
What's your
would regain its value. So in the summer it would be a lot easier.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Producer T was just an emergency mode right there.
Yeah, I'm saying F if it's the Napoli, F if it's the Barca, and F if it's the Milan.
Okay.
Agreed.
If bro for 5
No
million-
bias involved.
I don't. Do you guys disagree?
Bro,
Why would it be an F?
maybe like if
Why
you
would this be positive?
Wait, for
bro?
Manchester United?
No,
Rashford
for any
those
team
teams,
receiving
for the
him.
other teams.
AC Milan
Because
at
you're getting
full-
a player on a low that has
Bro,
been on
but it's
such
not
a
a
high.
low.
Milan
But
is
it's
not
not low.
competing for the Scudetto.
How is it not a low?
Bro, if you're paying half his wages and you still got 10 mil left,
It's 5 mil.
still
But you're paying
a lot.
5 mil of wages for Ugats, bro.
Think about
They
it.
have a
think
wing-
about it from a financial perspective, okay? Just think
Bro,
about
they
it.
have a left
Let's
winger.
say you sign a striker for 35 mil, and over the course of a 5-year contract,
But I have
he has
the
3
asset.
mil a season. Okay, that's 50 million total package over 12, over 10
Bro, money spread.
6
goddamn.
month period.
I get what you're saying.
It's
you're,
like
you're trying to divide
spending-
it.
I
to
think-
like
I
an
think you-
annuity, but you still have a value in the asset.
Yes, I agree.
You're spending 5 mil on something that you will surely be losing in the summer.
But if-
Milan have a left winger in Leao, which is the only position that's guaranteed to be good. Currently, Napoli have Cavara, and fucking currently Barca
But
have Rafinha.
if that $5 million half a season gets you Champions League,
It's a trade-off.
These are 3 teams
you
with left
make
wingers.
money from that loan.
I think United is gonna add an option to buy because just
see.
like a loan makes no sense. You're gonna get him
Shake it
back
or
after
option
6
to
months,
buy.
and then
yes, Sancho, we did that.
what? And then what? Like you
then
still
what?
Sell
didn't
him in the
sell
summer.
No, you didn't.
You didn't sell him.
So with an obligation to buy. Yes, we did.
No obligation.
Okay.
But in the summer, we sold him with an obligation to
Okay,
buy
I
after
don't
he
care.
recouped his value at Dortmund.
I don't care.
Money spray, money spray, money spray.
Rashford, we'll see where he
But
lands.
these are like 3 teams that like I would say don't go. To these
Yeah.
3 teams.
Rashford will end up at Napoli.
Nobble.
Or if they sell Araujo, I actually believe he will end up at Barca. But that's in assuming they're gonna sell Araujo.
That fixed.
I'm saying Rashford to
Jesus
Como
Christ.
makes more sense.
Bro, low-key does make more sense.
Rashford,
Nico passed
bro,
to Inter.
he's better than Ferran Torres. You can't tell me with a straight face. he's better
Agreed.
than Ferran Torres. so
Agreed.
Agreed with that.
Where was Ferran Torres today versus Real Madrid?
That's a
Where was Rashford today
Lifting a
against Real
trophy today,
Madrid?
by the way.
Yeah, lifted more trophies than Juve have in the last like 3 years.
We lifted a Coppa
Okay,
Italia
more
last
we
trophies
will
than this
see you
season.
guys next week.
Adios.
Adios.
Super Copa.